Plata here with the lovely fat man known as Tim Danko and the prettiest man in the world known as Tommy Eckel. We have Tommy Eckel on. Yay! I'm so excited. This episode is called Comedian Tommy Eckel? Comedian?
You're an asshole.
I wanted to have in quotation.
Yeah, because Ray's a dick.
I don't,
this is how are you going to put a question mark on that?
Because I've been questioning your role as a comedian since I met you. So why does it change?
Why though?
Because I can, sir. I'm your friend, and I can fuck with you as much.
Give me a reason. By the way, is there a link I can share so I can, people that?
Yeah, here. I'll do this for you real quick.
I want to hear why you question me as a comedian though.
Because I like fucking with your ego.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I? We're comics and we don't question each other or call each other out. It's not fun, okay?
The answer to 99% of the things Ray does is because he's just an asshole. We figured that out most of the time.
Tommy's known that for a long time.
Yeah, dude, because Ray used to always tell me, and my best joke was what was it, parallel string theory?
String theory joke, yeah.
Terrible.
Tommy's still the only comic I know of, at least, that one of his jokes came up in a courtroom. That's still the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I know.
You're 100% right. I do have a cease and desist order over one of my jokes.
Oh, God, that's funny. Fuck your ex-girlfriend, man. Fuck that bitch.
Funny, man.
Nah. Let's not get hasty here.
No, don't say that, man. She's the daughter of his child. You guys get along now.
The mother
daughter of his child.
Mother. Yeah, whatever.
The mother of my child. The mother of my dear sweet fucking 5-year-old that starts school this fucking year. Fuck, it's old.
That's funny.
God, dude. Ray, dude, you look like a fucking great value Habib Nurmagomedov. That is fucking phenomenal. Looks you got going on today, bro.
Yes. No. Keep telling Ray it looks like Habib. He'll freak the fuck out. Do it. You look just like him.
Fuck him and his stupid hat.
I smash your boy.
I only put wife in beekeeper outfit because I was born this way. Go fuck yourself.
Give glory to Allah.
Ugh. I hate that man so much.
DC, send location.
Ugh. Such a horrible person that guy is.
Just all turned.
He's not a bad guy. Yes, his culture's different, but he's not a bad fucking guy. He's
nobody talk about religion. Nobody talk no more. No, fuck you. I can talk as much as I want, asshole. That's how it goes. Fuck you and your feelings.
Talk shit when he loses.
He'll never lose because he'll never come back like a vagina.
Yeah, he is the one that I don't think will ever come back.
No.
He did say that if Dos Anjos beats Islam, that he'll come back and fight Dos Anjos. He did say that, but it's number one, Islam's not going to lose to Dos Anjos. No. And then even if he did, he wouldn't do it anyway. But he did say that. But
I still think the best way to get him back is a GSP fight.
Well, if it was, they would have done it already. I don't think he ever really wanted to do it.
Here's the thing: is if he comes back and it's not against Conor might actually shoot up the menu. Like, I feel like that loss has been hanging over Conor's head since it happened. It's the reason he's never looked the same, and he just seems like he's losing his fucking mind. That loss to fucking.
I disagree with you, dude. I disagree. Conor looked great against Conor.
Cowboy, and that was it.
Yeah,
and that was he arguably won the first half of the first round against Poirier on that second one. I don't think Poirier did as much damage with those elbows as everyone thinks he did in that rematch. Honestly, I think Conor was going to knock him out in this fucking second round. Yeah. But unfortunately, Conor's leg went the way of Chris Weidman.
I mean, I said before, Dustin was beating him in the first round, but a couple months ago,
Dustin was beating him on the ground. On the feet, I think Conor had him.
Thank you.
I think we watched a different fight.
Really?
Yeah.
I can. My body sat still and focused while yours just sat there shuddering.
That must have been it. The shitty internet that I have. That did happen to me last week, though. I was trying
the only human being I know that suffers from lag in real life.
I get it.
I'm sorry, Jim. I haven't seen you in like a year. I'm just being a
No, it's
dick.
fine. No, you're right, dude. I often backfire.
I still think your is it about fighting your grandpa joke is one of the funniest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life. I can't remember. Are you fighting your grandpa? Or fuck, I can't remember the joke.
I don't even know what you're talking about, so I'm not sure.
The one joke you do about two dudes with Tourette's getting in a fist fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I told Harrison Poole that we had to fight. Yeah.
That's a Harrison Poole. That's about Harrison Poole.
Well, yeah, it is now. I usually be a joke about my grandfather with Parkinson's shaking his hand. Now it's about Harrison. Yeah.
See, I've been around long enough. I remember it being about your grandpa.
Yeah, I just keep changing jokes up because it was a little too mean the first time. Now I just make fun of Harrison and it's okay.
110%. Harrison, I love him.
I love Harrison. He knows.
Not Harrison Poole. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he was helping us with the show until he had to go work at the Sheets. So
in Kent.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. My shift at the Sheets. If I'm not there, I'll bitches. All right, I gotta get down there and sell House of Black and Miles. I'll be back.
Who? If I'm not
selling out Black and Miles,
if I'm not there, who is gonna have all the hot dogs made? Not anybody.
If I'm not there, who's going in the back to get PBR for Sabat? Seriously.
He's handing it to Sabat out the back door. What are you talking about?
What's the many inside jokes we can get on this podcast?
Why not?
Just inside jokes for us. It's just for us.
I
don't know. Maybe some of the monsters will show up. Some of the Bro Mafia will show up.
The OGs. Yeah, none of them have showed yet. I shared it out on Twitter. I tagged Tommy. For those of you watching, Tommy Eckel, great comedian, amazing human being, so father. And
oh, dude, if you were here, I'd fuck you up.
That's meaner than what I was going to say. I was just going to say he's a target audience for Christian hardcore music. But besides that,
I pretty much am.
Yeah, and that's exactly like if you say, "Who is this song for?" This is who it's for.
Fucking American traditional style, fucking Virgin Mary in the background.
There you go. Actually, Ray, the only reason I want to have Tommy on is I wanted Tommy to convert you on this podcast. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Christ, dude? I'm always down to bring. I'm always down to share the love of my Lord and Savior.
You guys talk about wrestling, and we're going to talk about Christ.
We can talk about the time Vince McMahon wrestled Christ.
Yeah,
that was a fun night. That was one of if I could give what Jim Cornette likes to call outlaw mud show bullshit on WWE, that's not even close. But it's pretty much there. I mean,
to be honest, even though I was like 12 or 13 when that happened, I refused to watch that match. I won't watch the promos because I am a Christian, so I'm like, no, dude, I'm not watching you fucking completely make fun of my religion.
Yeah, but you know that's Tommy. I don't want to pick up the curtain here or whatever you call it, right?
Pick up the curtain,
whatever you call it, whatever.
I know it's not it's not
actually Jesus. It's not actually Jesus. I don't know.
You think Vince McMahon has a chance against Jesus? Come on,
they got a lot of pull. I don't know. They might be able to get the real Jesus. I don't know.
Have you seen Vince on that body magazine?
At this point, it's AEW.
What?
I said if anyone's getting booking Jesus at this point, it's AEW.
Oh yeah. Well, what do you think about CM Punk? Speaking of Jesus, coming back to AEW.
Stay the fuck out of MMA.
Yes, agreed.
No, he's done with that. Listen, he lost to Mike Jackson. All right, he lost to Mike Jackson. Yeah. He's done. No, and he's not going back. It's fine.
We have to do
terrible.
Mike Jackson, who Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall
won last week. He won again last week by submission in the first round. He looked good. Mickey Gall can actually fight.
He can.
Yes.
You know who I like that's coming up? Hoover. Fuck that. The dude looks like fucking Ken on steroids. He fought fucking Islam a couple weeks back.
He fought who?
He fought Islam a couple weeks back. At Fight Island.
Drew Dober.
Drew Dober.
I like
Drew Dober.
Yeah,
I like Drew Dober.
Who did he fight last? He just fought for his. He fought recently.
He fought him. He fought on the Connor card, didn't he?
I think so.
I don't remember.
I think he lost though.
He just fought. Who the hell did he fight? He fought. Yeah, he lost to Brad. That's right, Brad Riddle. That was an amazing fight. That fight was exactly what I hoped it would be, and more. It was great. It was back and forth. It was fantastic. He did lose. He lost 2 in a row, but Dober's awesome. Every time you see Dober on the card, you get excited because you know he fights.
He's
hard.
a good, entertaining fight.
Yeah,
my mind was blown. Watching Islam, like, because Islam's strong, but watching Islam try to put that dude in a submission and how physically imposing Dober can be. To hold, like, dude, that Kimura Islam had it, like, just the way Dober just started to pull his arm back out of you, like, how the fuck are you that strong?
Well, that's why they put them together. I mean, you look at their skill sets, and you're like, well, Islam's just going to smother this guy, but they knew that he was strong enough, at least that he's going to be at least hard to finish. And if Dober's on his feet, he definitely is hard to anybody.
He's like a Diaz, dude. He's just a fuck. He's hard to get down. He's hard to take him down.
What do you think about Robbie Lawler, Nick Diaz again, the first time in like 56 years or whatever?
Yeah.
Since the beginning of time.
Listen, call me a casual, but I'm repping Diaz in that fight.
That's fine. You can rep whoever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, nobody cares. But
I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. I don't give a fuck how old Robbie Lawler is. Robbie Lawler is a fucking monster. The dude just wants to bang.
51.
And Diaz is just the Diaz brothers are always entertaining to watch too. So fuck it. It's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a great fight.
I honestly think the biggest mistake they made is to make this a 5-round fight. Like they did it with Nate's fight. I feel like what's gonna happen is like in the 4th round, you're gonna be like, these guys are just old and they're just gonna lean on each other. It's just gonna be sad. Maybe not lean on each other, but it's just not gonna be entertaining after 3 rounds.
I feel like you're underestimating what Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz are gonna do.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being wrong. I say it all the time. But I'm wrong, that's fine. I'm not very wrong very often. Ray's mostly wrong.
If you underexpect, can't be disappointed, right?
That's true. That's usually my goal when it comes to these things. I just don't expect shit, and then I'm always excited. No, I don't know. When was the last time I was really, really pumped for a fight and it pissed me off?
Ian Heinisch. We lost money.
We put money on it. We put money on Ian Heinisch to beat Kevin Gastelum, and he didn't show up.
Tommy, this asshole gives me 2 underdogs, and one is Ian Heinisch versus Kelvin Gastelum. This was what, UFC 260, like 260, 261, yeah. And I go to the lovely Flamingo to go put money down, and Ian Heinisch has what I can only describe as a fighter with brain freeze. Does absolutely dick. Does nothing, and we lose right off the bat. 150, we were at 300 or something.
I forget. Listen. I told Ray when we picked these fights because we did it on the podcast. When I picked these fights, we don't bet on fights often because we can't bet in Ohio, right? Yet. So I'm like, well, let's try to win big. Let's just do a silly parlay and see if we can win stupid money. And our parlay was Heinisch and Gilbert Burns to beat Usman, which I didn't expect to happen. I'm like, you never know. I'm like, I had a weird feeling, and it turns out my weird feeling was him knocking him down in the 1st round. That was
Gilbert.
Yeah, that's about it. But I mean, listen, if I was just trying to win normal money, I wouldn't put those. Yeah. What?
So if he wins, you strike big because who the fuck?
Yeah. I forget. It was like $4,000 or something. How much?
Yeah. Yeah, we were looking at like 3,500, I think was what it was.
We threw a Hail Mary into the end zone is what we tried to do. But listen, I think the card before that was the first Conor Poirier fight, and I was screaming for people to put money on Poirier, and I was right. So.
Broken clock is right once a day. All right.
The fight that disappointed me the most recently was the last Tony fight.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, he's been getting smothered by everybody.
Well, Charles Oliveira just destroyed him.
I don't mind him losing, but I want to see the fucking train wreck of violence that is Tony Ferguson fights. And that dude would not.
Tommy, I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion. Like, I think after that Gaethje fight, Tony will never fight the same way that he did. Like, took a piece of Tony Ferguson away.
Ray's pushing him out the door already. That's what
I am.
Ray pushes guys out the door when they're like
when he's going like this.
One fight. He's done out of here.
Hey, he's just fucking out with. There's no way.
Give me a 19-year-old wrestling champion to get in here. All right, that's what he.
Conor McGregor will always be a great fighter, and no matter wins, loses, or draws. But when you see like
also, and Ray will pay for a Conor pay-per-view when he's like
here's
losses in a
now
row.
what I'm interested in. Who are your top 5 fighters, Ray?
My top 5 fighters of all time. Number 1.
Yeah, they don't have to be active.
Number 1, Yancy Medeiros. I love Yancy Medeiros to death.
Best or just favorite? Favorite to watch.
What do you ask? Favorite? Okay.
Favorite, yeah.
Yancy Medeiros is number 1, without a doubt. That fight against Trinaldo at UFC 189 when Stipe won the title. Not only did he get his ass kicked, but made it look interesting. Comes back at UFC 203. I get to see him fight, and he crushes. Somebody who's a fighter now. Can't remember who it was. He's fought recently, but like Yancy's the shit. Number 2, I'd have to say is Conor. I am the dick rider. I will say that forever.
I knew he had to be in your faves.
Yeah, but he was not number 1. At least he's not number 1. Like there, I guarantee you, there's some fucking if he wasn't,
if he wasn't winning 1 out of his last 3, he'd be number 1 right now.
No. Yancy Medeiros caught my heart at UFC 189 all day, every day. That was one of the greatest ass whoopings I've ever seen a human being take, and I was like, this motherfucker made it to the bell. Holy shit!
3.
Sean Spencer at 203, by the way. He beat Sean Spencer.
Okay.
Who's your 3rd?
My 3rd would have to be trying to think. Wonder Boy would be in that.
Wonder Boy, Stephen Thompson and his kicks from hell, bro. Nicest one go around. All right. I respect that one.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think. I would say
Tim, you're next.
Sean O'Malley would be like number 5.
Get out of here, bro. I'm replacing you with Tommy.
Sean O'Malley. I never lost.
Who's he
Even
beat?
though this is my record, I never lost.
He hasn't beat anybody, but he's entertaining. I like a good entertaining fighter.
He's
a guy that pretends he didn't lose when he lost. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah,
that's what I like him until then. Actually, I don't hate him.
Sean O'Malley could whoop my ass.
Why do you think he's low on the list, kid? He's at 5. He's at 5. Why do you think I put him?
4?
Number 4 would Derrick Lewis.
All right.
Yeah.
So you got 2 picks on there that I really enjoy. Okay.
My balls is hot.
Exactly. I'm not going to go
for knock this Russian motherfucker out. Putin been talking shit.
I ain't going to be talking about heavyweight title with a gas tank like this bullshit. Like he's totally self-critical and he's still awesome. Plus he stopped somebody from taking shit out of his car. How do you not love a dude like that?
Well, John Jones beat up a fucking mugger.
Well, John Jones also hit a pregnant woman. So
in the same day, wait, was the mugger a pregnant woman?
Probably.
That'd be great. Like, oh man, good for you beating up the mugger, but she was pregnant, you asshole. I don't know how to feel about this, John.
She needed her prenatal vitamins. God damn it! That's why she caused the crime.
All right, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, top 5 favorites. Phil Baroni, Donna 5000, James Toney, Roy Nelson.
Okay.
And,
Big Country.
Yeah, Big Country, man. He's the man. I love Roy Nelson. And let's go with
we got a saying back home.
Our man Pat Miletich.
Yes, Pat fucking Miletich all day, every day, son. One of my favorite interviews on this show. It's still
Dada's number 1 for sure. We need to get Dada on the show.
Dada 5000.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably a lot of breath in that fucking Kimbo fight.
I was gonna say the interview will be better than the fight.
No, we need the New York badass Phil Baroni on here because I didn't want to try to pitch in my Phil Baroni cologne idea.
What does it smell like?
Phil Baroni, man. No, it smells like just every cologne you find at like your department store mixed together, and then Phil Baroni sweat. So it's like super insanely strong, but then also has a tin of BO in there too, and maybe some pizza sauce.
I would do it.
And also Roy Nelson's Big Country frozen dinners. That's also one other idea I got.
Wasn't Mark Hunt the first one to crack him?
Well, Andre Arlovsky did back in the day, but yeah, in the UFC it was Mark Hunt. I like Mark Hunt too. We were supposed to have Mark Hunt on, but then we fell asleep. So that's exactly how that happened.
Fucking Mark Hunt.
I love Mark Hunt.
You guys got some. I don't know. Like, are you being for real with Dada right now?
No.
He's being an ass, Tom.
No, not at all. Roy Nelson's real.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I love Roy Nelson. I don't know. There's a lot. I love watching Stipe.
Pat Barry.
Cody Garbrandt's from down here where I'm from, so I like watching Cody fight. It's better when he wins, but
doesn't happen often.
But no, Phil Baroni was hilarious.
What about Pat Barry?
Pat Barry. Well, right now,
I
man,
like
my
Pat
favorite
Barry
to watch right now is
Thug Rose.
I got you. No,
Not the Czech Congo. Not
the
the
Czech Congo thing was fantastic. He killed Czech Congo. Czech Congo was legally dead. And the reanimated corpse of Czech Congo came back and knocked out Pat Barry.
And Pat Barry is cool. I wouldn't put Pat Barry in my top 5 though.
All right, who's your top 5?
No, hold on. I will say this right now. Right now, one of my favorite people to watch on earth is one of my favorites of all time already, and he doesn't have a lot of big wins, but maybe he will in the future. Taito Lavasa is the man. I love Shuey. Shuey's the man. Every time Shuey fights, it's fun. It's a party. He walks out the Spice Girls. He drinks beers from a shoe. He knocks people out. I
love that. Oh my god, that shit was hilarious.
He's the man.
So my top 5 probably has a bit of a trend, not any particular order, but I will start off with our Lord and Savior, the bad guy, Chael P. Sonnen.
Mm-hmm.
Darren Till. I fucking love Darren Till.
Yeah, Darren Till's good.
Not get enough of Darren Till. Derrick Lewis would be up there.
Okay.
Definitely keep Derrick Lewis with him. I'm trying to think of who else.
The
best is blessed. I do it, man. I love watching Max Holloway get down.
Yes. Max Holloway would be in my top 10 for sure.
Love watching Max Holloway get down. Michael Bisping. Oh, one-eyed fucking bastard. Yeah. And if I could squeeze another one in there, Dominic Cruz. Yeah. I fucking love Dominic Cruz. I feel so fucking bad. I feel like that dude gets shit on with injuries so often and then always finds a way to bounce back just to get fucked over again.
Bounce back and point fight his way to wins. Dominic Cruz. He's great at it, though. I mean, he's hard to touch. He's probably the hardest guy to hit.
I think part of the reason I like Dominic Cruz is I don't like a single member of Team Alpha Male, past or present. Fucking Uriah Faber. I just can't stand the way the fucking dude looks. The only reason I have any feeling for Cody Garbrandt is because he's from Ohio and he's got a problem with TJ Dillashaw because I hate fucking TJ Dillashaw. But I can't stand Cody Garbrandt either. Cody Garbrandt looks like such a fucking asshole. And he acts like one too with his prim and proper fucking hair. Look at my tattoos on my neck. I'm from Ericksville.
Hey, don't talk shit about T County. Only I can talk shit about T County on this show.
Man, fuck T County.
Fuck you. T County versus Tony. T County wins every time. What do you want?
Once again, Cody Garbrandt could whoop my ass. I still think I fucking hate Cody Garbrandt. He looks like such a pompous asshole. Like, I feel like I've seen 9 million Cody Garbrandts at hardcore shows, and they're all fucking dickheads. They're fucking the type of dude that's like, oh, I got to get her drunk to sleep with her, bro. See you later. Like, fuck that guy. I just don't like fucking Cody Garbrandt.
That may have been a bit of time.
As long as he beats TJ Dillashaw, I'm going to like Cody Garbrandt because I fucking hate TJ Dillashaw, too.
What did you think of last week?
Fucking toddler with abs. Fuck all of Team Alpha Male for having the name fucking Alpha Male. You cucks. Just they're fucking cucks. I bet you Uriah Faber's dick is smaller than his fucking pupils. Like, I fucking hate Uriah Faber. I can't stand that fucking Cali boy. Looks like a hop right out of Surf Ninja, bro. Like, fuck him.
Surf Ninja.
Let's talk about this. Like, what fighter do you think has a monster cock? Like, I mean, we're talking about it.
Derrick fucking Lewis. Derrick Lewis is dropping bombs from the bedroom to the octagon. There's no fucking in between for Derrick Lewis. And I bet you Francis, the guy whose dick could knock
shot.
Out. He's done. I love Stipe, by the way.
Stipe's the man.
Well, we all do.
Yeah, you can't dislike the man. Can't dislike him.
Dude, I feel like Nagano's is probably as big as his arms.
I guarantee it.
Has to be. What if it wasn't? That'd explain a lot.
There's no fucking way.
Stefan Struve just retired, but the dude's 7 foot tall. I mean, you think, I don't know. I don't know how proportions work on 7 feet tall people. I don't know. I haven't met many.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
Well, this one,
I don't know.
This was a bust. I start talking about penises and Ray's like, I'm out. No.
Yeah.
No.
The only penises I like have dresses over them, and it's usually the hormones make them small. So it's nice.
Okay.
Don't have to worry about anything.
No, you know what? I forgot to talk about Trapper Keeper because I mean, until we lost
Trapper
his last
Keeper.
Fights, Kevin Holland's name was on all over my Trapper Keeper at one point until he lost his last 2 fights. I love Kevin Holland to death, and he was killing it. But then
I still need to get you that Trapper Keeper. I still do.
Do it. And then I also put his name on there. I think I saw he has a fight coming up. I forget who he's fighting. I don't know. This is a long way out for him. But hopefully someone who doesn't know how to wrestle, because anyone who knows how to wrestle a little bit can take Kevin Holland down. So that's a problem.
Well, that's the thing with like Kevin Holland is he has to, and I think I've said this before, he's better at distance because he's one of those guys that can just come in, pop out like the fucking regular drunk at a bar and have a great fucking fight, dude. Like he's one of those guys, and plus the power of Kevin Holland is where it's at.
The drunks at a bar are never that elusive. I don't know what bars you're watching.
It is. Some of them are. Some just leave without a trace, and you're like, "Where the fuck did Tyler go? Like, what? Why is he gone?"
Not in the fight.
You're fucking hanging out with. And what bar are you going to?
Oh, I go to a lot of dive bars, Tommy. Since the age of about 21, my favorite drunk driving story was a dive bar like 10 minutes from my house. I got so drunk and didn't even say goodbye to anybody I knew there and proceeded to go home and not remember how I got home.
I live within walking distance of like 5 different dive bars.
Nice. I love dive bars, man. I hate people who fucking are like, oh, I go to like these bars. And they're always like upscale kind of like waspy
you guys heard
bullshit.
about this speakeasy downtown? You gotta have the password to get in. Suit and tie only. It's real fucking official. You guys want to come try some 100-year-old scotch? No. Sounds fucking horrible.
No, I always want to put on my best suit when I'm drinking Miller Lite. Makes sense.
Shit, I'm not even wearing a shirt. I'm not even wearing a shirt when I'm drinking Miller Lite. What are you talking about?
Anyway, put the good Crocs on. It's PBR time.
I just want to go to a dive bar in some shitty town where a dude that looks like me got so drunk he started talking like Pete.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Especially down here in T County. People try to fight you. It's fun.
So speaking of like fucking, how's the comedy scene treating you boys?
I haven't been doing shit lately.
It's been okay. I'm trying to come up with new shit. Tim's been a recluse. Like he hasn't left his house except for the bar down the street. You know,
I come up sometimes, man. It's ever since we took my Adderall away, man. I can't fucking do anything. Damn, I need to get that shit back. Damn, doctor.
Where you at?
Away.
Huh?
Where you at next, Ray?
My next real booking is gonna be what?
Nothing. Go.
Finish your thought.
Nothing. Go.
Use your words.
I'm gonna be in Pittsburgh on the 28th.
Good. Stay
of
there.
August.
What are you doing in Pittsburgh?
I'm doing a show with Dale Miller. He's a newer comic on the Pittsburgh comedy scene. He's been putting together a lot of shows. And one of them is a bar show I'm doing. I think it's like McGrugan's or something. It's a newer show in Pittsburgh. And I'm trying to get back in with the Arcade Comedy Theater. See if I can get stuff there, man. I did Meadville, Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago at a brewery. That was interesting. That was a fun show, you know.
Did a brewery in Atlanta, Georgia last month.
Nice.
It was interesting.
Ah.
It was interesting. I opened up for a couple of bands in Akron August 21st. Doing a half hour.
Nice. One of my favorite opening for like bands stories I've ever heard is Todd Glass. Do you know who Todd Glass is? The comedian.
Yeah, I know who Todd Glass is.
He I think it's Todd Glass. He was on Compound yesterday, I think. Compound Media, which I'm trying to get this show on, and also the MMAholes.com.
Pass.
But wouldn't you like to be the one, like, sort of liberal show on there, Tim?
We would be the most liberal show on there.
We would be. But he talked about opening for Metallica and coming out as like one of their roadies and doing half an hour as one of their roadies. Like just fucking with like 20,000 people. It's an awesome story. I'll send you the link, but I can't do it justice. But the fact that he did that in front of Metallica is like the best part about the story, man. The last cool show I did was at in Vegas back in February. I went to Vegas on some simp's dime. I know an OnlyFans girl who got me out there because one of her simps paid for me to go out there. And I did a show at Rick's Rollin' Smoke Barbecue right by the gold and silver pawn shop from Pawn Stars. That was a fun one. That was a lot of fun. And that show's gotten way fucking better. Way better than what it was in the beginning. Like the first time I ever did that show, somebody was singing Happy Birthday at the other side of the bar. Like it was that like awful. And now Steve McAnally's got that thing next fucking level. People come, get reservations. It's full. It's dope. I love that show to death.
Actually, you know what? I have an idea. That's my new opener is Happy Birthday.
Oh, that would be.
Happy birthday to you.
And then transition into Tourette stuff and just not say anything. Well, anyway,
it's gotta be a slow burn.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Seamless transition.
We're not known.
No, but I miss it. I need to go up again. But like I said, I've been feeling pretty shitty. So I've been trying to fight off a bunch of demons and whatnot with prescription medications and alcohol. So
I think it's weird. Like the pandemic fucked it up and like made it hard to like.
Well, as a fat person, I was scared to death to leave my house for the a whole year. So I got that vax, so I feel better about it. I have done some shows. Stuff. I thought I was going to be the funny stuff this weekend, but Pete screwed up the scheduling again. So
Pete won't fucking book me, and I'm not going up there to do fucking. This is going to sound really vain. If any other comics watches, don't think I'm an asshole for saying this. Pete won't fucking book me to host or anything, and I'm not going up there to do competitions. I'm sorry. Not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it.
I don't do the competitions either.
I just go for guest spots and bother the shit out of them. That's all I do.
I'll just go judge Pete's competitions.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm too good for them. I don't want to do them. I'm sick of fucking doing competitions. Book me. I will bring people if you fucking book me. If you book me, Chris and I sold out the fucking West Theater in Barberton in April. Like I will fucking bring people.
The worst thing about competitions is that it makes you think like you didn't do well when you did well. Like just because they pick one winner doesn't mean you didn't fucking kill it, man.
Well, that too. Comedy shows, it's not like they ever pick the funniest fucking person. Pete picks who brought the most people.
Well, that too. But I'm saying in general comedy competitions, not just his. Oh, I just broke my sunglasses. Damn it.
Ha ha.
No.
Sorry. Hi, Troy. Hi. My mom's dog is right here. Hold on. Let me bring
Someone send me sunglasses to the P.O. box. I don't have a P.O. box yet. I'm thinking about setting up a P.O. box for this show, Tommy, just so people can send us like dick pics and shit or whatever. They're gonna send us in the mail.
Sick, bro.
I'm sure. Like, I want fan artwork, which would basically just be Ray and I as penises. I'm sure.
With throbbing veins. I want throbbing.
Yeah, I already said no drawings of penises that aren't at least two colors.
I don't know if anyone here is a fan of the company Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
They did Red vs. Blue.
Yeah,
so they have another company called Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
And an ongoing joke from Achievement Hunter was one of the members like nickname was like Mogar or some shit. And called himself Double O Mogar, and people started getting their license plates like that. Well, my nephew and I were both big fans. He just sends me a picture of his Subaru, and he got the vanity Double O Mogar plates. I don't know if it'll focus in here.
Yeah, there we are, kind of. Yeah, I can see it.
Little bitch got his little fucking vanity Double O Mogar plates.
So now we know who to rob.
Driving that Subaru like a badass.
What is he, a
First off, he lives in
lesbian in
Iowa.
Colorado?
Cruising the Soob. What?
I said, what is
I
he, a
need you-
lesbian in Colorado?
Could be.
Driving a Subaru?
Nah, he lives in
It's a Boulder
Iowa. He's a
move.
lesbian in Iowa.
Actually, they sell well in fucking Colorado, like especially in like Boulder and all the hippie bullshit areas. It's
Well, Subaru marketed the Legacy to lesbians.
yeah. There was a lot of scissoring in those commercials. I was uncomfortable the entire time.
This guy. Hey, you guys want to open a lesbian bar?
Sure.
I just think it'd be fun because I think we'd have the best softball team. So I think that's just the best way to do it. Because listen, if I'm gonna have a bar, I'm gonna have a badass softball team, and I think it's the best way to do it. I don't know.
Judy at first base. Katie's too much of a bisexual name. I've known a lot of bi women that are Katie's.
What are you saying? You're saying like every woman named Jennifer, she decides that she's lesbian, she changes her name to Blanche? Like that's basically what you're implying. Like they change their names after they figure out their sexual
comments
preferences.
that would get him canceled if this show had viewers.
No, because you can't cancel someone who doesn't give a shit. Like I don't give a shit.
Listen, if anyone's getting canceled in the show, we said a million times, it's going to be Ray. And if it's going to be me, it's going to be because I'm getting osmosis canceled. Just being next to Ray, I get canceled for putting up with him. Even though most of the time when he says dumb shit, like usually it's when he says something racist or Islamophobic, I yell at him for it. Or misogynistic, which happens every 5 minutes or so.
Well, a religion can't be a race, and I'm not afraid of Islam. I just think they're stupid.
Right?
Racism by definition is any race, creed, or ethnicity, but
still falls. If you don't like creed, you're racist.
Yes, if you don't like the music,
Scott Stapp one more time, Ray. Hate on Scott Stapp.
I actually love Scott Stapp. I have said I like Creed.
I will fucking take you higher right now.
I saw Scott Stapp twice. It was awesome. He's the man. He takes you higher. Why people think he can't sing live? He can sing live. He's fantastic. Yeah, he's a little crazy, but who isn't fucking nuts, man? Dude, Aaron Lewis is writing like these far crazy right-wing songs now and stuff. People love him still. I don't know. Is Stan losing some fans now? Probably.
No, I don't think so. Stain fans are Stain fans. Like they're hardcores. I've seen Stained. I think
I've seen Stained twice.
Yeah. I actually got to meet the band the first time. Second time, I got just free tickets to go to Nautica to go see them at the Rib Burn Off, which was the only way to see them.
Tommy, you hear anything from Trap lately?
No, they still got me blocked on everything. They got me blocked on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. As soon as Screen Rant posted the screenshot of me shitting on Trap, and then they challenged me to a fight, they blocked me.
Challenge him to a fight and block him before he can accept. That's what badasses do.
What people don't know is when all that happened, I was it was like early in the morning, and I saw that they were like getting into it with somebody. I was sitting with the president of Perfect Power Wash, and I looked over and I'm like, I'm gonna get Trapped to block me on Twitter today. And he's like, no, you're not. I was like, watch. And I spent my whole day at work not working, just trolling Trap. And like the president, my manager were coming by, like, dude, are you really getting this much response from Trap? And I went over and showed him the Screen Rant screenshot where Screen Rant put me on their fucking website. He's like, you're gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, oh yeah, awesome. Fucking these guys up. Fuck Trap.
There's nothing more hilarious than when someone just like, it's one thing if a band is not as popular as they used to be. When they get pissed off about it, it's hilarious. Like,
oh my God.
Like the guy from Eve 6 is taking it all in stride. He's hilarious. He's doing the complete opposite of what Trap's doing.
Dude, the guy from Eve 6 is our personal hero on this show. Like some of the shit.
What's Homeboy doing?
He's been like he just last year especially he just went off on these rants on Twitter that would be like oh man, Tim, do you have the Eve 6 feed?
Did he say something about he was a virgin when he wrote the one song?
He did say that, yeah.
Yeah.
He was tweeting at a bunch of celebrities asking them if they like the Heart in a Blender song. Let me see. Shoot, where? I'll find it here in a second.
Here's one that's recent. This is about 18 minutes ago to Bill Gates. This is Bill Gates. Over the years, I've shared the stage with a jar of human feces, smelled pit latrine odor, and drunk water made from poop. Was it worth it? You bet. And the dude from Eve 6, tell us more about your close personal friend, the late Jeffrey Epstein. That one's awesome. That one, like, last year though was like his time to shine
with his magnum opus.
Oh, dude, yeah, man. Scarlett Johansson, run over me with a slow truck, please. That's what he just does this weird shit, Tom, and it's like, what the fuck, man? I love you. So he's like the Iron Sheik of like post grunge bands. He gives no fucks. Absolutely not.
Monogamy as Palamori in slow motion.
Palamori?
That's how he spelled it.
Oh God. But yeah, dude.
No, it's because it's polyamory.
What's what do you guys have like one really weird like follow that you know was just to like make you realize that they had a Twitter? Like, do you guys have one of those?
I don't understand the question.
Yes, I have. Shit, I can't think of it. Ben Bailey.
Oh, I have him too. Yeah, he follows me.
I've never met Ben Bailey before.
Neither have I.
Me, and I'll never forget when all those right-wing conspiracy theorists were convinced that Ben Bailey was the crisis actor that pretended to be a cop the day that George Floyd, like he was Chauvin. The first thing I tweeted, that was the only time I ever tweeted Ben Bailey. I'm like, bro, tell me it's not true. Like, you obviously know that was a real, but yeah, Ben Bailey's the one weird one that I have that follows me.
No, it wasn't me. Why would you say that? That's my best Ben Bailey.
I was not expecting a 6'4" former Marine.
My one that really like goes, how the fuck did they find me? Was Shaman's Harvest. Shaman's Harvest followed me on Twitter, and they still follow me to this day. And I don't know, I don't post on Twitter that much outside of the show, but like the fact that the guys who made one of the greatest songs of the 2000s in Dragonfly follows me.
Dragonfly's a great song.
Completes my life, sir.
That must have been an accident. Jim Brewer followed me for like a week and a half. But I don't post that.
I love how it was so natural the way it came out. That must have been an accident. Jim Brewer.
Yeah. No, I don't post that much on Facebook, on Twitter either. So I don't know. We're terrible at social media. We have a podcast. We should probably be better at it, but we suck at it. We need to hire like a 17-year-old to do our social media for us.
Fuck yeah.
You want to get on TikTok? That's going to be our new thing, is just dances. And the links to the podcast. It's two fat white dudes dancing.
How do you feel about the name change?
What name? Oh, the Guardians. I'm fine with it. Yeah, I've talked about it before on the show, but I mean, we knew it was coming. It was going to be something, and of all the possible names I was hearing, it was the only one I liked. So,
yeah, that's the way I feel about it too. Like, I'm so happy it wasn't the fucking Spiders.
I hated the Spiders.
Come on!
It's the dumbest fucking name, dude. It sounds like some 6-year-old who just got done watching his favorite fucking anime. Went, oh, let's name the team the Spiders. That'll be intimidating. Fuck that name.
Bullshit. You know what you could do with
you
that?
And Bill Spork and Chris Clam can all suck each other's fucking dicks. Spiders was a shitty fucking name.
First of all, how do you not know that me and Bill haven't been intimate? Second of all, fucking the Spiders would have been great. You could have put like fake spiders and dropped them on fucking the opposing players in their dugout. There's so much they could have done.
What are you, 13?
Yes.
Trying to hit on the girl, pull her pigtails, like, oh, like me, notice me. Fuck off.
I only pull on those when I'm from behind. That's a rule.
Ray Hyclak.
All right.
That's what I call him. Ray Hyclak over here. Yeah. No, listen, another reason I think the Spiders weren't even an option because it used to be a National League team, and that would be a whole other thing. And the last time the Cleveland Spiders existed in the National League, they went 20-134. So no, we don't want that juju. We don't need that shit.
I did like the Blues. The Blues was I didn't mind the Blues.
Well, that's a hockey team.
I would have been fine with going back to the Naps. But as soon as I said that, Ray made it racist somehow. I didn't even think about that. But Ray's like, I don't think that will, because I'm like, what? I didn't even think about that. Then Ray's
well, no,
like, hey,
I just
by the
said,
way,
yeah, that would be nice, especially if they had like an afro as the logo. I think that would have
again,
been quite nice.
See, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're liberal or if you're fucking conservative. If you're hard leaning in one direction and you're white, you will make shit racist.
It's probably true.
I can agree with that for sure. There's a lot of that shit going on, and I don't like it. It's a weird thing. It's I don't know. You get dummies that like. You get people who are just completely disassociated from the world, man. And you're like, what the fuck? Ugh, can't do that shit at all. What I'm saying is Joe Biden and everybody in the Democratic Party is racist. Just letting you know. Libertarian all day. Word.
Libertarians aren't real.
How did you do that?
How did I do what?
Nothing.
You can just change your thing. It's not hard.
Yes, that's the new hashtag that goes along with it. Yes, yeah, that's right.
And listen, and when Ray is talking shit about when he talks shit about transgenders, this is what I put when
I never talk shit about transgender people.
That's what we do when he talks shit about
racist.
Racist. Can we pick a different slang term for us, our cis people? Listen,
can we just be straight? I thought that's what we were.
Listen, I know for a long time we didn't, people didn't let the majority, not let the minorities pick their own slang terms. And I know, I'm well aware, right? I'm sure they hated it. They were terrible terms for a long time. But now we're getting better. And now that we're getting better, can we pick our own term?
Where the fuck does this even come from?
I have no idea. But it sounds mean.
I feel like sometimes
it's a term of endearment.
And I don't mean to say this to be a dick, but I feel like sometimes they're just making shit up and just fucking like, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Fucking go with it.
Well, everything's made up, but like all words are made up. But yeah, I don't know where that comes from. But it doesn't sound. It sounds like a slur a little bit. But as a straight white man, I feel like I can't be like, don't call me that mean name. I can't really do that. So
people care too much about fucking labels.
God forbid, as a straight white man, you say something like that, you'd get fucking crushed. I remember one time.
I can't do. Don't call me fat anymore. Don't do it.
Sizes.
Fat all you want.
I was on Facebook and I asked somebody what a I forget the word.
Demisexual?
No, it was some word for a feminist who didn't include. I can't remember their
tarps.
Tarps or whatever,
or terps, or it's like terps or terps.
Well, I didn't know what it meant. I saw someone posting about it, so I was like, "Oh, what the hell does this mean?" And I don't want to be a dick, so I was commenting. I'm like, "Hey, what does that mean?" Oh my! You would have thought I went in there and like said like the F word, not FUCK or something like that, because they got how dare you, a white man, ask me what a question? I'm just I don't know what the fuck that means. Tell me. I want to be.
You should know, otherwise you shouldn't be in the conversation,
right.
White man.
What happened is Tommy asked the question as, what does this mean? And what they read it as is, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. Like, that's how they read it, right? So they're like, how dare you even ask?
I don't want to be confrontational. I don't.
Well, then you shouldn't
ask questions. What it means. I don't want to fucking, I'm nice enough to, I will apologize if I use the wrong pronouns. Like, tell me. Sure, I'm cool with it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, if you are who you are, it's an accident. I don't use the wrong ones on purpose. I will by accident sometimes, but I apologize. And what you want to be called this? I don't care. That's fine. Whatever. Do whatever you want.
I don't give a fuck.
But I mean,
you were born David. You want to go by Jessica? Cool. Tell me. I will call you Jessica.
Sure.
I don't have enough time in my day to go out of my way to be a dick to you.
Sure. If you were the Indians for 120 years and now you want to be the Guardians, fine. That's fine.
Sometimes I'll say accidentally say things that are stupid. Like someone once told me their pronouns were they and them. I was like, well, isn't that plural?
It is plural. But is that? Can you not say that? Because that's what I think is weird. They and they. I'm like that means you're one person.
That me out for a second.
You're one person.
Now I still refer to them as they and them because they identify as non-binary, which is cool. But I just like for me, I was like, I thought that was plural. But then again, I don't have a great grasp of grammar as is. I don't know if you guys have ever read my Facebook statuses.
I've seen your act. Your writing is like you speak.
What?
You talk like you write without a lot of commas. I'm telling you, your punctuation needs to get better, sir.
What are you trying? What are you trying? Is his whole act is a one run-on sentence? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
My act is a whole run. My act, first off, asshole. My act is very meticulous and very broken down.
Yeah, Ray.
Well, yeah, I know your jokes just don't land, so it's all broken down in many places. I get it. It's a perfectly fine thing.
You guys just sit here and have
you want to go? Ray.
My bourbon.
How about this? How about this? No. Hold on. Let's say I'll set the show up. I'll set the show up. You don't gotta do any work, but show up. Me and you, 15 for 15.
All right, John Brown. Everybody gets fucking all butthurt.
No. Me and you, 15 for 15.
What am I in this?
Why are you getting hurt? Put some calamine lotion on your butthole and breathe, brother.
I'm not upset. You just want to say my jokes don't land.
I'm fucking with you.
All I'm saying.
There's a comic that I love to death, but it's like tell him how much time he really has, which is usually like 2 or 3 minutes.
Rick?
And all of it.
Tries to burn all his bridges so quickly.
No, I'm having
different
fun.
Shit to new comics. I'm like, wow, that's not gonna backfire on you ever. Just
if they're like that, then they're not comics. They don't get the fact that I'm being an asshole.
Here's the thing: is some comics need to be told they don't have that much time.
I do it out of joke. I never do it eventually.
I'm sorry, and this is something I think has gotten kind of out of hand. They come off stage, everyone's like, "Oh, great set." No, tell somebody. Yeah. Give them actual constructive criticism. If they come off the stage and they didn't have a good set, be like, hey, man, this is what I noticed. If they ask you, tell them the truth. This is what I noticed. You had them the first 5 minutes, but that last 5 minutes, you're saying and a lot. You're not focused. You're not following the rule of 3. You're not getting involved with the crowd. Your energy changed. You lost them on this. You could have done this first. Tell them so they can learn. Because some of these comics don't fucking get it. Like some of these comics don't know that when you go on stage, that first minute and a half is you selling yourself. You want to do dark humor, you better be willing to go spend 3 minutes making fun of yourself at first before you get into it so the fucking crowd's on your side.
Yeah.
So some of them don't know these things, and they will never know these things. They don't fucking listen to you. Some of these motherfuckers been doing it for a year and a half and think they need to go up and doing 45 fucking minutes. Bro, you ain't got 7. What are you doing? Who is you fucking talking to, boo-boo? What the fuck are you doing up there for 7 goddamn minutes? You ain't no fucking feature. Just because you got booked at Pharmacy for 15 don't mean you need to be sitting at the club begging the fucking owner for a fucking feature spot. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Thank you.
Some of these cats need fucking told.
Agreed.
Some of these kids just don't fucking know.
Well, a lot of people won't listen either, and this is fine because they'll find out on their own too. Because I try to help new people all the time, and if some of them get weird about it, I'm like, never mind, you just figure it out on your own.
Some people like Ray and I's little exchange. Don't get me wrong, I was not mad at Ray. 2 reasons. There's no reason to get mad, and 3, I know I'm fucking funny. Ray Hyclak, some of my jokes don't land.
Do you?
Fuck yourself. No.
Oh fuck! I just spilled a bunch of vodka because I was making fun of you. You fucked up my night. This was Sky. I spent $16 on this, sir. You made
buy Tito's, man. What the hell you doing? Buy Tito's like a man. Come on, be an American. Buy Tito's.
$16. This was made in America, in San Francisco,
and I just see it based off of shit in the fucking Facebook groups.
Oh yeah, it's weird to me, brother. Like watching some of these like newer comics who are like a year and a half in, 2 years. They get like 4 laughs, and then and I've admitted this many times, and you both have watched this of me. I have eaten golden cocks, just big, fat.
Everyone has
juicy. Yeah, but these year and a half comics, for some reason, they get like 2 or 3 fucking laughs, and they think that they're going to be fucking on, with Jimmy Fallon next week.
It doesn't matter because even out in the end, man, that's the thing. Ray knows this about me. I don't worry about what other people are doing. anymore, especially now.
I do.
I'm like, I don't. That doesn't bother me. You do your own thing, man. If I let that shit bother me that much, I'm gonna go fucking explode. I have enough.
It
shit to
doesn't
worry
bother
about.
me. I just
worry
think
about
that
me.
I think that we have a responsibility, being the older comics in the scene, to at least try to impart some knowledge on the younger ones.
Yeah.
To try and build the scene and make it better.
Help them with jokes. Like if you think of a funny fucking line, give it to the. I always do that to younger comics. I give them ways to like write the joke or think of a funny ass way to do it. They never end up fucking doing it. Well, I think it's just because I said it.
If someone asks me, I'll give them my advice. But I just, there's a couple comics that like obviously I'm around more than you, and you know who I'm talking about. There's comics that I hang out with more than other comics, and like if I see them do a set, I will grade them afterwards. If they ask, I'll pay attention so I can tell them like this is what I thought.
Yeah,
and that's vice versa, and that's good and that's healthy. People need to have that type of healthy relationship with, especially like in these artistic scenes like comedy and music. You need to be able to like look at another comic, or if you're in a band, look at another band. If you're another rapper, another artist, yada yada, down the line, and be able to go, hey, you saw my work there. What do you think? What's your perspective? Because sometimes sometimes it's like for me, I know 110%. I never think I have that good of a set. I have to be told I had a good set, or I won't fucking believe it.
Yeah.
And I'm on stage thinking about how I could have done better while I'm still going through my set.
Yeah.
And some of these times, I'm having great. Some of these times, I've had sets where I've been the best set of the night, and I get told that I'm like, no, I petered out here, or this didn't hit the right way, or I cuss too much. Sometimes I talk real fast. I stomp on my own laughs. Now, there's a few jokes I do that purposely I stomp on my own joke, but we all fuck up. We need to kind of be willing to tell each other when we are. Like I think it's a responsibility for growth. You want to have a good comedy scene. Every comic in the scene needs to be striving to be the best comic they can.
Yeah. Agreed on that, man.
I'm usually pretty aware when I fuck up because I always fuck up.
I think that I'm self-aware of it. I could be just being a narcissistic piece of shit.
No, I could be over. No, I'm with you that I feel like I've never had a good set. I do feel like that too. Even the good ones, I'm like, I knew I could have done a lot better. I never once have I been like 100 for 100, crushed it, best I could have possibly done. Never in my life, and probably never. I would never be able to do that. Probably, it's good. That's good. You don't want to be like, nope, just topped out, dog.
You gotta
possibly do.
You gotta be willing to be objective.
From the field, bro.
Tommy, we've told our stories on the podcast before. Go check that episode out with Sean Lynch. Awesome fucking episode. But what is the biggest ball munching you've ever taken? Like, what's the one like set you've had where you were like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened?
Well, what's like set where we're like, oh my god, I wish I got that time back. Like,
yeah, or like where you like I almost contemplated quitting comedy. It was that fucking bad.
Me too.
Drew Mulkins, is that how you pronounce his last name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember he used to run that show in a church in Cleveland somewhere? Or up near Cleveland?
Never done it, but yeah.
Yeah.
That I remember I did that, and he gave me 10 minutes, and I was maybe like 7 months in. And that's got to be one of them. I don't know, dude. Like sometimes I go back, like, I'm the feature on Bill Sports Use Your Words DVD.
Yeah.
If you go back and look at my set, that set's fucking, dude, I cringe watching that fucking set. I fucking cringe watching that set. So terrible. I mean, dude, there's been so many times that I've eaten shit. Fucking out on tour with Chris Harvey, there's been a few times where I'm just like, I don't know what it was about it. I just feel like I fucking.
Yeah, when you eat dick like that, man, it's especially if it's like a big crowd. Like the one I did was at the Cabaret Room in Hilarities, and I had brought like.
Oh, that's another one. Pickwick and Frolic. When I accidentally told the judge that he looked like he beats his wife in that comedy competition.
Oh God! Oh, at the CCO.
No, that's it. That's it. But let me defend myself for a second. I was doing the Pickwick and Frolic one. You know the one where you go behind the bar.
Yeah.
And It was like me, Spider Jones, fucking Liz Blanc, a couple other people. And I was on stage telling a joke, and one of the judges would not shut his fucking mouth. He kept talking during my set. And Tim, I don't know if you've seen it, Ray. I know you've seen it. I'm not nice to hecklers or people who won't shut the fuck up. And he was wearing like an old Ozfest shirt, and something happened. I just kind of stopped for a second. I'm like, I'm going to wait here until the guy in the Ozfest shirt either shuts the fuck up or goes home to beat his wife. And he's like, I'm one of the judges, right? And I was like, I don't fucking care. You're talking during my set. And I dropped the mic and left.
That's kind of one that's on the promoters. I love Brent and Amanda. They're great fucking people. But you gotta, if you're a fucking judge of a show, shut your fucking mouth or go to the back of the room where no one can hear you.
Or that fucking show out in Stowe with Kettler and Kevin Ross, which actually was having a good set.
That's all you have to say.
But
hold on. I get it.
This was one of the most fucked experiences of my life as a comedian. I was having a good set, but for whatever reason, the host not only stayed on stage with you, he kept a live mic.
Who was the host?
I can't remember. It wasn't a comedian. It wasn't a comedian. This was for the Democratic Party of Stowe. We were doing a show for them. And I remember before, because Kevin Ross's girlfriend at the time put it together because she was like a warden or some shit. I don't know. But Kevin Ross's girlfriend put it together, and Kevin's like, Tommy, I want you on the show because you're funny. Don't fuck this up, though, because you've got a real bad temper. I'm like, dude, it'll be fine. No one's going to do shit.
Fuck you, Kevin.
This motherfucker had a live mic. I did the bit that I got in trouble with the courts with, and he was laughing about it. But then, I think he might have looked at his wife or something and saw that his wife wasn't really enjoying it. And in mid-laugh, he was like, that's not funny. Into the fucking microphone.
Wow.
A live microphone midway through my fucking set says on a live mic, that joke, that's not funny.
Yeah,
I tried to choke him. I tried to choke him out with my mic cable. I was so pissed. I could see. As soon as he said it, I looked over at Kevin Ross. I could see his eyes just widening, like, "Oh, we're about to lose it."
Yeah,
and that was the first time I ever met Kettler.
It really depends on the mood for me. Like my moods change. If I was in a shitty mood, then I probably would have completely went off on that guy and ruined everything.
Oh, I did, dude. I was like, "You look like fucking what I'm talking about, feminine Keebler elf." I was like, if you say another fucking word, I'm going to choke you with my mic cable, and everyone here is going to laugh as you suffocate. I was losing my fucking mind.
You went full wrestling promo. I like it.
He went full Bill Burr in Philadelphia.
Still one of the greatest videos I've ever seen.
I think the worst freak out I ever had, and there's a bunch of reasons of why I was feeling that way before this set happens. Remember, what was the name of that Mike Brady had and across from the Rubber Duck Stadium, Canal Park?
Clouds?
No, it was a hookah bar.
It was at the hookah bar, Clouds.
What was it called? Clouds. It was called something else.
But the hookah bar was called Clouds.
What was I thinking of?
This man looks like he smokes a lot of hookahs.
Brady right now.
I believe you. What was I thinking?
Brady did my headshots, which, by the way, shout out Matt Brady. Great headshots.
Is Matt Brady still alive? I haven't seen Matt Brady in like 5 years.
He's got his own production company. He's been working with the Browns.
Nice.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, shit. For anyone who's got a bad thing to say about Matt Brady, you can go fuck yourself. I love fucking Matt Brady.
No, I love Matt Brady too.
Today I die.
I love Matt Brady too.
He
says some stuff that I'm like, I don't agree with it. Yeah, of course, but
everyone's got shit that I don't agree with. But he did those headshots that I just put out a couple weeks ago. He did all the recordings at the West Theater for us. He's great. Knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. He's doing Matt Brady shit.
I love Matt Brady.
I love
Anyway, that's I don't even know. Oh, I threw my notebook at somebody at that bar. I was doing a bit. I was just, I don't know, trying something, and some girl in the front row, I was like, what is he even talking about? I'm like, you want to see what I'm talking about? Fucking read it. And I threw the notebook at her, and the guy, it didn't hit him, but it hit their table. And afterwards, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what the hell happened. And the thing is, I was doing Buzzbin at the time, and the guy's like, I've seen you do shows a bunch of times, and you've never done that. So he was actually cool. and I bought him beers, and it was fine. But I could have been a lot worse. I can't believe I did that. I don't know. I was just having a bad day.
That could have easily got a lot.
It got a lot worse. Yeah. I mean, I didn't actually hit him, which is good. But I was just like, and listen, it was just a bad day to begin with. So I don't remember exactly what happened. But I remember it was just
fucking show you.
Yeah. I threw my notebook at him. So yeah.
I hate to stop real quick, but we do have an OG coming in. He's watching. Casey Jones is here. Can't wait for his comments. That's going to be fun.
So, that's Tommy. Hey, don't you talk
This is Tommy Eckel. Say hello to Tommy Casey. He's an amazing
I remember the first time I met Matt Brady when I went to Clouds. He thought I was Bill Squire.
Well, I mean, you guys do have the same body type.
I didn't have any of this, so a little more understandable.
Well, you do have the same body type, which is pudding. So at least
it's funny too, because I ended up doing a guest spot for Bill at the Funny Stop a couple of years later. And the first thing I said when I got on stage was like, "Hey guys, it's not Bill Squire, it's Great Value." And I was like, called myself like the Great Value Bill Squire. And even Bill, I got a good laugh out of it.
You're more like the Hot Topic Bill Squire.
What?
Hot Topic Bill Squire. Anyway.
Ray, what'd you say the one day? I look like a roadie for a day to remember.
Yeah, you look like you've been.
I don't remember saying that, but probably said
forever.
That. I mean, you definitely do. So I probably have said that. I don't remember most of the things.
Humming downfall of us all just to piss them off.
Bro, was listening to that song earlier while I was doing my dishes.
I love that song. Like
I have literally these are a day to remember lyrics right here.
Of course they are.
Yeah, I was about to say, of course you have pop punk lyrics on your fuck. You probably have a Mayday Parade logo.
I have the lyrics to "One Last Breath" by Creed down my back, so not yet.
And it's all in like 0.5 font.
Story so far lyrics, Census Fail lyrics, Dropkick Murphys.
Nice.
I got a couple of them. I got Nirvana lyrics somewhere in my body.
Of course you do, because you're gonna have lyrics. We don't have Nirvana lyrics on you. You're a poser, bro.
I've got Thug Life tattooed on my toes.
Of course you do.
Doesn't surprise
you're a poser,
me,
bro. Sure. I have zero tattoos because I don't defile my body. All right.
Fuck you. How about that?
God made me.
He'll be able to be buried in a Jewish cemetery. That's always nice to know.
That's all
Brad Miner is going to be so jealous.
No, how's he doing, man? I haven't seen him in a long time either.
I haven't talked to he texted me the other day, like 2 months ago, out of nowhere. I was like, "Hey, I know we haven't talked to you. I just want to let you know we're still friends." And that was the last I fucking talked to him.
I need to hit him up. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
The one night, 2 years ago, I went up to his apartment in Parma and helped him work on a new 5 minutes. He was supposedly going to get back into comedy, and then I think he's got some things going on. I know there's some personal things I don't want to put out there that he's went through in the past couple of years. So I think that a lot of that got in the way of it, and I think that he's just chill being Brad now. Which whatever, but he was just always such a great guy.
I love Brad.
Yeah, I don't really remember his comedy very much, but I remember him just being an awesome dude.
I remember
it was all about him being Jewish in the beginning.
I remember one joke
Jewish and fat. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The girls who got fat after high school, you're in my league now. This is called consistency.
I'm the most inconsistent person. Grew up fat, got skinny, got fat again, got fatter again. So there you go. Actually, one of the funniest things we're talking about Matt Brady. I think the funniest thing I ever heard him say is when he was doing the Funny Stop podcast for Pete and at the Funny Stop Comedy Club. For those who don't know, and Pete said he's like, Matt Brady, I'm not gonna let you do. Just joking. I'm not gonna let you do the podcast anymore. I'm gonna have Chris Harvey and Tim Danko do it. And he's like, that'd be the worst podcast ever. No one will be able to understand what they're saying. One, because Chris Harvey's too fat and he can't breathe. And the other one guy will be trying to choke himself and kill himself the entire time. I said it better than that. It was like one guy's trying to commit suicide. The other guy's just too fat to breathe.
He always did that one joke about y'all ever seen Catch a Predator? Oh, that dudes are still getting buns half their age. Fucking absolutely, the most brutal fucking shit would come out of it. Matt Brady was one of those dudes that would step on stage and intentionally kill the room for funsies.
He would.
Hey,
he would.
Sometimes you got to do that, though. Sometimes
no, the fuck you don't.
No, you don't. No, there's people after you.
No, you go up there, you give 110% every fucking time, or I'll fucking smash your boy.
What about if it's like some douchebag that's like all cocky 5 months in? You kill that room for him and make him fucking build him way back.
You're gonna
Yes.
No. What you do is you walk on stage and you have the best fucking set you can, and you look him dead square in the eyes and go, "Fucking follow me."
Yeah, I had one time like that.
That is so much harder than trying to bring a room back. When a comic who is better than you goes before you, and you can't rise to the occasion, so much more inferior. Even though you'll probably still have a good set, you know in your head.
Well, a lot of times, I mean, if you're decent, you can ride the wave. But sometimes, I mean, if it's just like to a level you can't even get close to, like if they're up here and you get to like here, you can ride the wave. But if you only get to like here, then you're getting crushed.
Mm-hmm. Oh man!
But I always liked it. I always like going after people who kill. When I did that weird mic at Brady's mic, like there'd be some people. I would take people's spots. I switch with people because they're like, I don't want to follow that guy or whatever. I'm like, I'll do it. I'll switch your spots because I always want to. I don't know, because it's one of those rooms.
I'd rather follow somebody who had a good set than somebody who had a bad set.
Of course,
I would rather not have to work to get the room back. Then I'd rather ride the wave than have to work to get the room back.
Well, that's the one thing I learned from doing all those shows at Buzzbin. I mean, we had like 6 comics on every show, so sometimes you have to bring the room back before you bring somebody else up. And some hosts don't do that, and I've learned to do that. And
that's why there's a couple of guys like you guys ever had a Tank host anything?
Tank's a really good host. Tank,
I fucking love Tank as a host.
Yeah, he's great as a host.
Yeah, Tank, dude, that's the one thing I like because Tank can go in between those comics. Even if the show started to fall off a little bit, Tank pull that bitch right back.
For sure,
that's super hard to do.
It is. He's got a natural knack for hosting,
and it's huge. It makes such. I don't think people realize how big of a deal that is to have a host that knows what they're doing. Like, I mean. Especially this multiple you have a showcase show. Like if you don't have a host that knows what they're doing, that thing.
Like a Huff show with like 20, 30 comics on it. Goddamn.
Sure, that's insane. But like, I mean, all those rooms. Like, did you do the Stone Tavern rooms back in the day?
Yeah. Those were amazing.
Those were amazing. Like Anthony was the best at it, right? And he would do 12, 15 comics on a show, and those shows would rarely die unless people left. But man, I miss those shows so much.
So I know the Eurogyro still having his Water Street still thing.
No, Anthony's done.
Really?
At one point, I didn't think I think he was going to die hosting an Monday open mic, not open mic, but showcase show on a Monday in Kent. But no, he said they never really asked him back, and he didn't really want to do it. So I wish he would go and do it again. I don't know. It's weird.
I like that space down there. That's such a nice space.
It is nice, but it's weird that the people who came to the Stone Tavern shows, like a lot of them didn't come over to Water Street, and some of those people say, I don't want to go to that bar. I'm like, we're in the basement, man. It's the same fucking thing. Go down, we're in a dark hole. We drink PBRs, the exact same thing. So it pissed me off that people didn't come over after that because we'd have great shows at Stone. I have tons of great shows. I've probably did Stone at least 100 times, probably. That's probably accurate. And then, I mean, a lot of them are so great, but I made 1 or 2 maybe good ones at Water Street I've been to. The best one, Jim Twos was there. The place was packed. That was a lot of fun.
I was there. That was a good night when Twos came through.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a good night.
Yeah, that was maybe the one time. It was really fun.
It's always fun. I don't know if it was at the Stone Tavern or the Euro, but I walked in and Jorge comes up to me and goes, "Oh, it's Howie. What's up?" I'm like, "What's up, Jorge?" He goes, "Your kid dead?" What the
fuck? I love Jorge.
Like what? Dude, Jorge will always be one of my favorite people. That dude is funnier now.
He is. Marv Connor said something about Jorge once that is actually really true. Like, Jorge is one of those people that makes you feel like you can do anything. And you know what? He really is. Because if you talk to him about something, he won't be like, that's a dumb idea. He'll be like, this is how you should do it. I made shorts and stuff, and anything that Jorge
he's got a very positive aura about him.
That's true.
Yeah,
that for sure. We're talking about.
How's Marv doing? I haven't seen Marvin.
Me neither.
He's doing good. I saw him.
I miss Marv.
Yeah, I saw him. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago at Funny Stop. He showed up.
Marv will be one of my favorite people to the day I die. I love.
Oh, I love Marv.
He's one of my. I love Marv.
Oh, he's a genuine nice guy.
Mm-hmm. This would have been 2019. I had my birthday show down here, and I'm like, I want to have Marv headline because it would just be fun. I'm like, I'll do 20 and then Marv can close it because I just want to have fun. And I had Anthony host because I usually host the shows, but it's my birthday and I know Anthony can do it. So I just had my friends come down. I didn't invite you or Ray because you guys suck, but it was fun. It was great. No, listen, Ray, we're closer now because we've done 100 episodes of this damn podcast. We've talked for 300 hours.
I know. I can't. Oh man,
it hasn't gotten boring yet. That's the best part, man. At least for us.
Everyone knows how he made an excuse for why he didn't invite Raven on me.
You? Oh, I don't have one at all. No, I had Matt Onesti down. He took all the good spots. I gave him I gave him as long as they wanted to do because I fucking love Matt Onesti. So
Matt Onesti from Youngstown.
You don't know Matt Onesti?
No.
Okay. So you would know. He has MS and he's in a wheelchair, electric wheelchair. You never met Matt? Matt?
No.
Oh, okay. He's awesome.
He's great. He's a really fun kid. I was gonna say something funny, but I think Tim would get all butt hurt.
Go ahead and do it, loser. Do it.
I was gonna be the reason you gave him a few spots.
Your first time saying something funny.
This is true. This is very true. I have never said a funny thing since I came out of the womb, and I'm okay with it.
We don't say funny.
We don't say funny because it's against Quran. I'm telling you right now, no funny shit. Nobody say anything that is remotely funny.
DC. Do I not tell you? We don't say funny in Dagestan. We have no word for it in Dagestani.
I don't know what funny is because I find it as boring as my sense of humor.
Tommy, you can come. We're doing the Bro Plata comedy tour. All right. We're going to do MMA gyms and we're going to go to Dagestan.
and Ray's not making it back alive.
No.
I will be run out. Mike Danko in the building, by the way. Just wanted to show that one. Mike is Tim's cousin, who is a loyal listener.
Hi, Tim's cousin.
But I was gonna say that the reason that you had to give a few spots to Ernesti is because of the wheelchair. I think that's definitely why, sir.
See, when you bring up NEO comics and wheelchair, I think of Ryan Yax.
Yeah,
that's the only one that I can think of in my head.
Do you know what's funny about? Do you know what's fucking funny about Ryan Yax? I knew him.
He wants to blow MGK.
Besides that, he does look like a mini Slim Shady. It's nice to see.
Hey, he knows MGK.
Well, yeah.
You've never seen the video of him telling MGK because you made it. I'm gonna walk again.
Yes, I saw it. Yes.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes. Ryan loves MGK, and I seriously think Ryan may be one of those people that miraculously does walk again. That dude is such a fucking powerhouse of just pure unadulterated will.
I love Ryan.
He's a beautiful Super Saiyan of a crippled human.
He is. He's one of my favorite people in the world, dude.
I told this to Matt and Ryan that I want to see the roast battle between Matt Onesti and Ryan Yax. That's what
oh my god!
Go back to Yax all fucking day. Can we make that happen?
Dude, listen, Matt is a genius.
Ray, and then you
Matt is a genius. I put my money on Matt. Matt's a genius. You don't know Matt, but he's a genius.
Matt's fucking a great
Ryan. I'm cornering Ryan.
I'll be there as the towel or the towel guy and the dude with the compress on Ryan's face in between each roast, just as Ernesti lands punchlines.
I will sit down with Ryan. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna help you write jokes. Fucking going for it, bro.
Matt wouldn't need our help. It's like I wouldn't want to roast Matt Onesti because I think he would he's the one in a wheelchair and he would destroy me. I feel like I'm afraid of roast to begin with. But Matt's a genius, man. Matt's great.
I watched who is it? Kevin Bain. Do you guys know who Kevin Bain is? He's a newer comic. He's been around for a couple of years now.
I know no one. I don't know any of these. All these new people don't know who I am. And I'm like, maybe I'm starting getting pouty. I'm like, maybe I should do stand-up again.
Yeah,
who I am. Maybe I should. I'm like, maybe I should fucking do stuff. Yeah, I will. I miss it. I have some new shit I need to do. I need to write that baseball joke Ray and I were talking about.
Mm-hmm. The guys running the baseball. Oh, that's a fucking. If you don't do it, I'll do.
No, I'm gonna do it. I got to figure it out. I think it's gonna take a lot of trial and error. But the essential concept is just I think it's silly that they let kids run the bases at major league games, like after the games on Sundays. They should let the drunk uncles do it because it would be hilarious and it would mean way more to us and we would cry. And there's a whole bit, but yeah.
I've been trying to write a bit called Wascally Catholics. And just all about the horrible things Catholic people have done, and just like those Wascally Catholics.
Sure, that would go well. That won't split your audience at all.
Nah.
I mean, my closer's about Catholic guilt.
Yeah.
Not sure if I've heard it before. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm holding a helmet for some reason. I don't know why. I have ADD.
It's your ADD. It's your ADD.
This is a semi-pro football team from Scranton, Pennsylvania. It's called the Scranton Eagles. My friend of my family used to coach them back in the day.
It's not Dunder Mifflin.
It's not Dunder, man. No, not that. No.
Dunder Mifflin.
No one on that show had a Scranton accent. It's horseshit. I should have been in that cast.
Nobody knew Corn Pop.
It's true. No one knew Corn Pop. Corn Pop was on one episode. The James Slater episodes were the only good part of that entire show.
Bullshit. There were some funny ass fucking episodes. Patrice O'Neill on there.
I haven't watched much of The Office at all, so I'm more of a Parks and Rec guy.
Okay.
You come correct when you talk about the fucking Office now.
I haven't seen enough of The Office to say anything about. But
I like The Office on a casual level.
You guys watch Schitt's Creek? I'm looking season 5 of Schitt's Creek.
Oh my god, I love Schitt's Creek.
A single episode of it.
Dude, Tommy, you need to see Schitt's Creek.
Pretty quick. It's good. It's good stuff.
It's so fucking funny.
I'm disappointed they're only 6 seasons and then they're done. And then I'm in the 5th season now. I'm gonna be sad when it's over. So
you'll cry at the
one of my favorite shows is about to start its last season. It's pissing me off. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm not fucking ready for that show to go. I'm emotionally attached to that show.
I haven't watched the last season, the most recent season. I haven't watched that one yet. I did hear though, like they were about to shoot this last season, and then the George Floyd stuff happened, and they had to rewrite the whole season.
And that's why they're ending it too, is they don't
want to be good guy cops anymore.
Yeah, essentially, I think it's a little too sensitive to be a good guy cop, which Jake Peralta would never.
No, he wouldn't.
Ever.
He wouldn't.
What?
He wouldn't at all. Charles would, but not on purpose.
Yeah, Charles is completely accidental. And then everyone else in the cast is a minority, so you can't blame them for anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, Diaz would, but it's fine because she's a lesbian and Hispanic, so it's fine.
She's bi.
Bi, that's right. Bi.
She's bi. And then Holt is gay.
Right.
It might be one of the funniest fucking characters on the damn show.
Right, and that's that actor. I can't remember his name. What's his name?
I can't either.
But he
wasn't Lawrence Fishburne.
Wasn't a comedy guy ever either.
No, and he doesn't play like the way he's played out in the show.
That's great. Yeah,
everything is so straight. Like him and fucking his husband. His name is Kevin in the show, but I can't remember the actor's real name. But it's so good how fucking funny they are without it ever being like seeming like they were intentionally supposed to be funny.
Right. Dude, I think the best job would be like the guys who play what's the other guy? Scully, and what's the other guy's name?
Scully and the two fat guys.
Yeah, what's the other guy's name?
Shit.
Well, anyway, I feel like that would be the greatest job. Like, I want to be a character actor and be like on a great show like that, but you're only like in the background. You have a couple episodes where you're like the focus, kind of like what Judah Freelander was on 30 Rock. I'm like, that's a perfect job. That sounds great. I'm like, I can handle that. That's the level of acting I could handle. I want to be on a great sitcom, but it'd be like that guy. You know, he's in like a handful of episodes. He gets like 1 or 2 lines most episodes. Every once in a while, they'll feature him.
That's why
Scully and Hitchcock is who you're talking about.
Hitchcock, that's what it is. Hitchcock.
No, who I want to be is like how Craig Robinson is on that show.
Yeah,
only shows up once a fucking season, but steals the show. That's who I would want to be on the show.
Well, I need to be a recurring character to get some money. That's all. So,
well, he is a recurring character. He just shows up like once or twice a season.
I need to be on every. Oh yeah, that's right. He plays. What is the guy's name? What is his name?
The Pontiac Bandit.
Pontiac Bandit. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's just great. I haven't watched the last season. I will. But yeah, that's great too.
Doug Judy.
Doug Judy. That's right. Yeah, Doug Judy.
But yeah, Tommy, get on Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, Schitt's
that
Creek's
fucking show is so hilarious, dude. Like, love Schitt's Creek. I will send the. I think it's in season 4, but the eat glass line. I will send that to people when I'm angry at them. I don't know if that's
Which one?
if that eat glass.
Oh, E-Glass.
Yeah. That show is so fucking. I wish Tommy could, dude. I could talk Schitt's Creek all day. I love Schitt's Creek.
Well, we'll save it for next episode because we haven't done that yet. So I'm not done with it yet. I mean, like I said, I'm waiting. I'm trying to pace it out because I know there's only 6 seasons, so I don't want to watch it all at once. I'm in season 5 now. I'll probably get through season 5 maybe in a week.
The documentary about it afterwards is heartbreaking if you've seen the entire show, because like you watch them cry and shit and you're like, oh, this it's so good, but I'm like, no,
right, of all the comedy sitcoms that come on.
Furious tonight.
What?
We've been watching new Fast and Furious tonight.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because I want to see it.
That's all right. Yeah, that's a good. You know what? That's good enough. Like we said about, like, I'm like, as I get older, I like talk shit about less stuff. Because I'm like,
oh no, I'm gonna talk shit about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna fucking tear it apart. But those movies are stupidly entertaining.
Yeah,
like,
well, like, you have to understand what they are. Like, what they're not supposed to win Oscars, right? They're supposed to be. Yeah, they're supposed to be big, crazy explosions and like, and you know, crazy stunts and action sequences.
I will
they're
say
supposed to win Oscars for best original screenplay.
The fact that there is 9 and going to be 11 of them, when we only got 1 fucking A team, is bullshit.
Agreed. I want Quentin Rampage Jackson.
We need more Rampage Jackson in our lives.
That goddamn role. He was the best part about the A team, in my opinion.
You know what? You know who would have been better BA than Quentin Rampage Jackson? 100%. Dada 5000. Get Dada 5000.
With Dada 5000.
What's Rampage up to, man? Is he retired for sure?
Rampage. Man, when he went up to heavyweight, I was like excited, and then I like watched him, and I'm like, oh, my black uncle is fucking like winded now. This isn't good.
As far as card goes, Bellator's winning the weekend tomorrow. You see that?
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the end of that tournament is gonna be wild,
dude,
especially with
AJ McKee, who's a monster, and Patricio Pitbull. That's great. That's a much better fight than anything the UFC has tomorrow. But that's why.
Oh yeah,
Bellator's been doing Fridays on Showtime. They're doing Saturday tomorrow because I think they're well aware that. Listen, there's some people who are just, for whatever reason, are super loyal to the UFC no matter what they do. But Bellator has at least a better number 1 fight than. I mean, listen, Hall Strickland will be okay, but McKay and Pitbull is going to be awesome. I expect Pitbull to win because Pitbull is the greatest featherweight in the world, but we shall see.
We go back to where you said a Dada 5000 would be a better BA than Rampage Jackson. I'm physically upset.
Hold on. Let me get the projector out. I have a PowerPoint presentation about
this. If you actually bust out a PowerPoint presentation of why Dada 5000 would be a better BA Baracus,
I would be more impressed if he brought out one of those old overhead projectors where he had to change the slides as he's going in.
Like one of those ones from school. Oh my god.
Yeah. Just and would just pull it out like, this is why in slide 5 Dada's mohawk was way better than anything Quentin Rampage Jackson did.
It's mostly the mohawk that does it, really. Tommy, here's an important question.
Mohawks, it should have been Chris Levin.
Yes.
Or Dan
pink
Hardy.
Hair. He had pink hair when he knocked out fucking Vanderlei Silva. He had pink fucking hair when he knocked out Vanderlei Silva. It makes me giggle.
Favorite Chris Levin fight, hands down, is when he that Sexy Alma fight when he came back and triangled him in the 3rd round.
Yeah,
that was great. That was on the Lesnar Carwin card, I think. So that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was at Quaker Steak and Lube for that card. But I'll tell you a fucking story about that Vanderlei Silva fight. I was at the Hooley House in Menor during that, and there was a big rainstorm, and I guess they had direct TV. And guess what happens right as the fight starts? the satellites give out. The satellites give out, and there's like 2,000 or not 2,000, probably about like maybe 500 people in this bar packed, ready to watch Vanderlei Silva versus Chris Leben, excited, and you just hear the biggest of all time. And then all of a sudden we hear, it is all over. Chris Leben has knocked out Vanderlei Silva. And people just you can tell in the room, everybody wants to throw drinks. Everybody wants to throw everything they have at the TVs and the big screen because we just missed one of the biggest moments in MMA history. That was a night I'll never forget just because of the fact that was such a huge moment. Chris Leben uppercut to death Vanderlei Silva, and fucking there's a bar in Menor, Ohio that is missing that fight due to fucking rain. That is a horrible moment in world-like history. FYI.
I wasn't paying attention to anything you said.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I was on my phone doing stuff.
It's a good story. I thought it was a good story. Tommy's about to like play some like oh god, what the fuck is that? Fall Guys? Fall Guys. You look like you're about to play Fall Guys on Twitch right now with the lighting you have.
I do. Okay, so my desk, my keyboard, and my TV all have RGB lighting.
Nice.
Don't know what that is. Anyway,
it's random colors, so it's all rainbow.
Okay, it looks like you're about to do a seance of some sort, but yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's the candle behind him.
Yeah, do you have like the hard box thing going or what, man?
It's lavender.
Mm-hmm.
That smells amazing. Thank you very much.
Like lavender.
It's a calming smell.
I would rather have one of the Gwyneth Paltrow candles than that lavender candle.
What do you mean the Gwyneth Paltrow candles? Does it smell like her ass or something?
Vagina.
No, she had vagina scented candles and was selling them. Gwyneth Paltrow. This was like 2019, 2020. Kitty time. Hold on, we need to put the banner up. The banner must go up for this because it is a rare moment during the show. It's kitty time. Tim's cat comes and interrupts the show with her cuteness. That is Cookie, by the way, Tommy. Named after a player that the Indians traded right after Tim got the
Carlos
cat.
Carrasco. Yeah, I named it after Carlos Carrasco. And I knew they were going to trade him, but that's what they do. They trade people, and it's fine. Listen, the front office of that team is.
D-Rest in the house.
What do you mean, dude? Like, what do you mean? Like, what in general? Like, you can't hear what we're saying because of the microphones and our streaming, or you're saying like we don't ever make any sense because we're crazy alcoholics?
Who's saying you don't make sense because we're crazy alcoholics?
I mean, I would hope it's the latter of the two.
Yeah, I don't want it to be technical difficulties. If it's just our like human issues, then that's fine.
What are we talking about here?
I don't know.
We got commenters that'll like. We are the place where trolls go to party. Like, we welcome anybody into our comment section. So like, we got some people that like to like say trollish shit, and we love them for it because they say trollish shit, or they ask us actually really good MMA questions. We've had that before.
That's good. I like when that happens, because then we don't have to. We can't hear you. I can't hear. Can you talk?
Yeah, we can't hear you, fucko. Why aren't you doing this on your fucking laptop right now, by the way? You need to get yourself a goddamn microphone like a professional and be the man that you should be, Tommy Eckel, a podcaster.
Yeah, I think mine's been having.
He's playing video games, you bastard. Are we not important?
I turned it on to fuck with you. I wasn't going to say anything on here because I'm on your podcast.
Say it.
But I'm going to start a podcast next month.
Oh, cool.
Let me know when you're 100 episodes in, bro.
Yeah. Welcome to the fucking club, bitch. We got 100 episodes coming up. What you got?
And we almost get 24 listeners.
30 minutes worth of listenable comedy.
You wouldn't know anything about that.
We're just two assholes who talk about maybe 40% about fights, 60% about everything else, and we just get drunk usually. So, I mean, we interviewed Pat Miletich, and that went fine.
I still can't
how was that
believe
interview?
It was good. Yeah, we got some
too much, but
Yeah, well, when do I never?
But more so. Like I was sitting there and was like Pat was trying to say something, and you're interrupting him. Like, why do you interrupt Pat Miletich?
Because it's
true.
Ray. Ray will fucking interrupt Jesus.
That's true.
I would. I'd be like, God, was that really your body? Because I just think you just broke up some bread and said, "Hey, this is me."
Hey, I'm gonna get more drink. You guys talk about Jesus, all right? Tommy, read some verses to Ray. You need to convert him by the time I get back. All right.
All right.
A guy who tells me he's an atheist, but when we went to Pittsburgh to see the Pirates and the Indians, he took me into a church so he could light a candle so the Pirates would win the game, which did not work because God called bullshit on Ray.
I did. Shit you not. I'll tell you that story once Tim gets up and goes to fill his booze. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just I consider myself atheist because of like the day I got baptized Lutheran. I didn't feel any differently, and I'm just like, it's basically just a way for people to be good people. Like, I have nothing against religion, and unless you're like maybe, what do you call it, Mormon or fucking that one thing you can't say anymore, or draw the God. I don't like those people, but it happens. I don't say all of them are bad. I just say the ones that do crazy shit are the ones that are bad. So fuck them. I don't believe. And again, they have no fun. They're like, it's basically Footloose the religion, if you think about it.
Footloose.
Footloose. Dance in a factory because you can't dance anywhere else. Like, it's one of
the... You leave your friends behind because friends don't dance.
If they don't.
No friend of mine.
I listen to that like once a day. What?
You think he doesn't like paraplegic people?
Who?
The guy who wrote that song.
I mean, they could be like, you could blow in the straw and move back and forth. Like, that could be a way.
I mean, if they're paraplegic, they can't dance. And if they can't dance, no friend of his.
They can go back and forth and side to side. That's their dancing. They're like bees. Like, people in like electric wheelchair are like bees. They have their own dance to mate. Like
Dude, I want my own rascals so bad.
I don't know. I can't do one, man. Like,
I got a torn meniscus right now, and like,
what'd you do?
My doctor gave me a rascal. What?
What'd you do?
So, what happened at first was I got COVID in April.
Okay, yeah, I know about that.
And COVID apparently can attack your joints as well.
Yeah.
And it caused me to get a lot of fluid buildup and inflammation in my right knee. And when I went back to work, I tripped and fell and tore my meniscus.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, man, that's never.
Tommy, are you really playing video games when you're on a show? Like, you can leave. Like, you don't have to stay.
Just stop being the troll that you are.
I just signed with the Lakers. I wanted to get one game in.
Ugh. Jesus Christ.
Oh, what, you play 2K?
Yeah, right now I am.
You know what? Last year I got it, and I tried to. I mean, this guy's so frustrating. I'm so bad at it that I play MLB The Show. You play MLB The Show?
What?
Play the show, MLB The Show.
No, my buddy Cody keeps trying to convince me to play. This is really good.
It is really fun. It's fucking hard though, man. I mean, it's like baseball. It's hard. It's hard to hit.
Cancel Men Without Hats.
Never sit down.
We were talking. Oh, now he's just getting up. I understand, Tommy, that this is inconveniencing your life.
Cancel
the beanie's back. The beanie's back.
Is it a Carhartt?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, at least it's a Carhartt. If it was like made from like cruelty-free wool, I'd be all like over you. But it's Carhartt, so I can respect a man's hat.
Tommy, here's a really important question. Right? How do you feel about tequila?
About tequila?
Yeah.
I'm not a big tequila drinker.
Well, then you're perfect.
You're perfect.
Because we have a game that we play, and we're trying to get people to be a part of this game. It's called Tequila Quences. And what we do is Tim has actually made up a wheel. I didn't even know you could make like game wheels online.
It's very easy, Ray.
I didn't, but you don't think that website exists? You think that like some nerd in Silicon Valley is making all the wheels? Like, you don't, who cares? But you spin the wheel and whatever fighter, what?
Spin the wheel, make a deal.
Spin the wheel, make a deal. Spin the wheel. I love that midget. He was great.
Blaster.
I'm gonna make Sting spin the wheel and make a deal, and then I'm gonna go smoke crack while not talking to my daughter. My only like wrestling fans will get that fucking shit. My favorite part of Beyond the Mat is that promoter going, Jake said he wouldn't come unless I bought him crack. What the fuck? But I see. Okay, I'm not good enough. Everybody's on their phone right now. It's a podcast.
You're taking a long time to explain this. So basically, for the pay-per-view fights, we each get 2 fighters, and basically, if they lose, we have to drink tequila on the show. We did it last time, and I had to drink 4 shots of tequila on the show, and it was not pleasant.
Yeah. If the pick you have or the picks you have lose by decision, that you have to do 1 shot for each fighter. If your fighter loses by anything in the 4th or 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, you have to do 2 shots. 2nd round is 3, and then finish in the 1st, you have to do 4 shots.
Fucking Jimmy Rivera, looking asshole.
Yeah, Jimmy Rivera lost in his last fight, and Tim had to do 4 shots of tequila. And I gave him leniency on the Conor McGregor thing because I'm like, that is a freak accident bullshit. You don't have to do 8 shots of tequila.
I would have died if I drank.
It's we're trying to get more people on board. I think it's a great fucking.
So Tommy, the thing is, like, will you come back on and drink tequila if you lose? That's basically what we're saying. You want to come back on the show just to drink tequila?
It's very unpleasant. I almost puked the first time.
I mean, you have to buy your own tequila, right? Unless you can.
Yeah, once again, it sounds even more unpleasant if you want me to pay for it.
Yeah. There's a lot of lose. You know, there's a lot of.
You pay for a lot in tequila Quences, to be honest with you. More than just the tequila.
You can't win. You can only not lose. Right? You can't win.
Yeah.
Like life, you can only not lose. You can't win. There's no winning. Well, fine, because we were going to spin the wheel, but that's fine. If you don't want to play tequila Quences, that's fine. We'll wait till next week and we'll spin around.
Yes. Yeah, we only do it on pay-per-views because if we did it every fight night, we would get cirrhosis of the liver quickly. And I don't.
You see, there's going to be 2. There's going to be 2 pay-per-views in a row in October and November.
Really?
Yeah.
We're dead.
8. Yeah, they're doing 1 in Fight Island or in Abu Dhabi in October. Then like the week later, they're doing 1 in MSG. So yeah, we're gonna have 2 weeks in a row. We're gonna have to do tequila Quences, so that's gonna be fun.
Oh, that sucks. Tequila's not good.
No, we do it straight with no chaser,
like a man. Here's my tequila.
And then I drink tequila sunrises while I'm fucking doing it. My Cabo's in the other room.
Last episode, so if I lose, we'll have to buy some more.
Yeah, that's why I bought a big bottle of Cabo because I knew it would be just garbage. And I'm like, oh, it would be way better to do it to Sammy Hagar shit, to be honest with you.
That's how we entertain people. We entertain people by gagging on the show. So,
that's a fucking.
If that gets you viewers,
probably won't. No, nothing we do does. We're monstrous and probably not very.
Danko's going. What? Now he's back.
I guess your internet broke out. I guess I don't know. For him, might be just Tommy's internet.
How many viewers we got right now?
Not many.
Tell him. No, don't tell him.
Yeah. but it's our usual people, so I'm happy that at least we got residual.
Better we don't do lately. We haven't been doing 2 episodes in a week. We've been doing just Tuesdays. So this is an extra episode. So
yeah.
And most
we're
of the
not
time,
big enough for Patreon.
We don't have anybody on, so we we're gonna blame Tommy for no one being here.
Yeah, you don't bring people. Who do you think you are?
Yeah, you said you were a bringer. You just said this.
You liar.
Chris Harvey sold something out and then nothing. Fucking nothing.
You you Twitter egg of a human being. Tommy would be a Twitter egg.
Enough of this disrespect.
I'm gonna say, you ready to go, Tommy? You can take off if you want.
I'm the heel on this fucking show, and I don't care.
Not a very good one.
I know. I'm just too
What's
lovable.
up, John?
John 209 in the building. I do the singing to annoy Tim.
Are all your viewers ex-juggalos like you?
I don't know. We've never discussed ICP on this show. I was actually just listening to the Greatest Show today as well. So that was a great wrestling theme song, dude, for the oddities back in the 90s. Oh my God. I love being a juggalo. It's so much fun.
Isn't the gathering this weekend?
Yeah, it's in Thornville, Ohio. It was supposed to be last year during COVID. It was supposed to be at Nelson's Ledges, which is like right by a couple people that I know. So I would have been able to like stay at their house. I wanted to go to that so bad because it was so close.
Thornville's like an hour from me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's near Columbus area, like mid-Ohio.
Why didn't you go, man? I thought you were a juggalo. You know, if they had a gathering of Creek fans, I go every year.
I mean, I want to. It's still a goal to go to a gathering. I've been to an ICP show in Detroit, so I can honestly say that
gathering of Creek fans would just be me.
I love John 209 sometimes.
John,
he's the best. I like it. A lot of his comments when he fucking comments, man. That's funny. Because there are some lesbian juggalos who are just nasty as fuck and so fun to watch make out. You're just like, oh, why is it's like?
I feel like John 209 is a fucking Rey Mysterio's favorite Bible verse.
You guys know wrestling's fake, right?
It's fixed. You fuck.
Right, it's fixed. That's right. It's fixed. I'm sorry.
It's fixed.
Sorry, it's fixed. That's right.
It's not fake.
That's right.
There's nothing fake about it. It's fixed. You fuck. Have respect.
You know I do. I was giving you shit. We had Jared Joffe's dad on here, man. That was great. We had Dr. Jared Graham Jr. on here talking about the old days.
So you know wrestling's fake, right?
It's fucking fixed.
Fake.
It's fixed.
Fake.
I want to take you pro wrestling training then. I think
choreographed dance, bro. It doesn't even hurt.
Yes, it's choreographed. I will accept that label, but not fake.
The chairs are
slammed. Shit gets real.
Chairs are made of foam. Barbed wire's made of plastic.
Only in AEW is that the case.
The blood's all ketchup.
Oh yeah. Man.
Dude,
I love that.
Listen,
the ring's made of memory foam. They're sponsored by Helix.
Mankind was on wires when he got pushed off that cage. You could see the wires.
There was a crash mat there. Mick Foley could walk perfectly fine.
He was completely fine. Owen Hart is still alive to this day.
Right? He's in a trailer park with JFK and Janis Joplin. He's a school teacher, and his I lost it.
Here's the thing: is if I had a time machine, I would go back in time to be at that Survivor Series, and you would just hear me yell, "It's fake! It's fake!
It wasn't. It's fine." But that wasn't a Survivor Series. It wasn't a Survivor. No, it was Mind Games. That was what they called it. Yeah.
Why'd be at that? It's fake. Totally fake. He's fine. You can see him breathing. See,
this is why I say he's a Twitter egg. Like, he's just like, you would be the ultimate troll in history.
Anyway, Tommy, we talked about it before, but how dare you, really, honestly? I'm Trapped is a gosh darn national treasure. All right,
fake news.
Fake news.
Trap is fake, not real. You can't prove it.
They made it. I saw Trap. This is funny. They were headlining. The opening band was Hailstorm. This is how long ago that was. It was 2008 or 9.
Yeah.
And in Houston, it was Trap with Red and Hailstorm. And it was a great show. But I left like 3 songs in the Trap set because I had to work in the morning and Trap was being Trap. So I didn't stay for Headstrong.
Oh, dude, they open and close the show with it.
They probably did. They probably did.
Back off.
You guys want to hear the hit again?
They're like REO Speedwagon. Like they do their best hit at the beginning and the end.
You know,
they're like WMMS's version of fucking the Wiggles.
They have a cover
that's
of
Godsmack.
They did "Save Your Soul" by Jewel on their last album. They have a Jewel cover on their last album.
Instead,
who will save your soul? I do not know who.
Did anyone else always think it was weird that Godsmack literally wrote the lyric, "You put your stink down inside me"? That's real fucking weird. It sounds like someone shit in his mouth.
He does sing like that though.
Have you seen Godsmack live? I was never a big Godsmack fan, and I'm still not really. But when they're at a festival I was at, and I wasn't super excited to see them. Then they played, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop talking shit about Godsmack now because they're fantastic live.
Rock on the Range 2010. Yeah, I saw them there.
Not a huge fan of their music, but they're great live. I'd absolutely go see.
Yeah,
Godsmack
they're fantastic.
I just put that lyric into question.
Sure, I believe you.
Stink down inside me.
They do.
What's that
I'm
one?
a Godsmack fan.
One song they decided to rock out with a harmonica solo. That's good too.
Nah,
we've had enough guitar solos. Let's put harmonica in here. Why not?
It's a reason to let Sully rest his vocal cords.
It's true. Maybe. Tommy, do you like Bowling for Soup? I'm trying to get someone to go see Bowling for Soup with me, and no one will go.
Dude,
I fucking love Bowling for Soup. Dude, September
High School Never Ends, Girl, the Bad Guys Want It, fucking 1985, Punk Rock 101.
The list goes on and on, brother. It goes on and on and on and on.
The Phineas and Ferb
song stuck in fairy tales.
Phineas and Ferb song. What song? They had a song on the OG fucking Tony Hawk soundtrack too, didn't they?
They may have. I don't know.
Or is that
I thought that was 2.
They had a Britney Spears cover in the Freaky Friday soundtrack.
Never stop now.
Yeah, that one too. I've seen them 10 times, but I haven't seen them in like 8 years. So
love Bowling for Soup.
I gotta go see. I might be going by myself. That's fine. That's fine.
I suppose you see. I think the Story so far in September.
Who?
I'm not sure.
Don't know.
I know there's somebody coming to town. It's either the 4 Year Strong or the Story so far. I think we're going to see him in Pittsburgh at the AE.
That looks like a fun fucking venue too.
It's fucking awesome. We went there. Me and my friend Heather went there a couple years ago. We saw Taking Back Sunday, the Story so far.
Of course you did. Of course you saw Taking Back Sunday. Anyway,
I fucking love Taking Back Sunday. Fuck off, John.
He's a kid toucher. You son of a bitch.
You fucking pedophile supporter, you. I thought I canceled you.
You ever see the This Is It documentary? That documentary they're making right before he died, where they're putting together that last show.
Fucking garbage.
I feel like it's really upsetting that This Is It documentary is not about fucking who wrote Epic?
Faith No More?
Yeah.
What about that?
This is it. This it. You want it all, but you can't have it.
Thanks, Tommy. That's Faith No More, everybody. Did Ray just leave?
Ray, no one cares that you're peeing, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to pee. All right.
No, hurry.
I have to.
It's okay. The show's better when I have to run it myself anyway. That's fine.
Ray sits down when he pees.
Very true.
And he had to come back in and get the last word because he's an asshole. Probably. Listen, most of the show, honestly, is Ray saying racist and misogynistic things, and then me having to apologize for him.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he gets canceled, I'm gonna get canceled with him for associating myself with him. What are you doing now? You look, you just sliding in DMs. What's going on here?
No, I was thinking about. I'm gonna have to be a max of 50 characters.
I can't hear you. Your hand is over your face. It doesn't really work very well when you talk and you do that.
It says it has to be that it can only be a max of 50 characters.
Oh, all right. Don't know what you're talking about.
I was trying to put you know that little nameplate at the bottom.
Yeah.
I was trying to put Ray has 2 holes in his penis, thus he has to sit when he pees.
It's too many characters. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. It's a maximum of 50 characters.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. Now I know. Yeah. That's.
I don't like that he just thinks he can take a pee break whenever he fucking feels like it. Did we tell him he could?
No, listen. I have a gallon jug under my seat right now for that situation.
I look directly to a catheter.
Yeah, exactly. If you're really committed to the show, you'd be directed, in a catheter for sure.
And be sitting on a fucking bedpan, boom, right then there. You ain't gonna get up.
I'm not wearing pants. Yeah. Of all the concerts this year, I'm like, I might like to go to a bunch. I haven't been to a concert in 2 years because no one has, right? So I'm looking at all these concerts coming, especially in September. A lot of them come in September, and the only one I'm like, I think really want to go to that one is Bowling for Soup and Jurgles.
Who are they with?
Don't Panic is some punk band from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I don't know, but I mean they're headlining. This place is called Jurgles, a small venue north of Pittsburgh. Jurgles. Anyway, it looks cool. I'm excited to go, and like I said, if I have to go by myself, that's fine. I'll just stay up there and get drunk and wander back to my hotel. Either way. This show sucked. Are we sucking? Maybe we're just bad at this.
Just the worst people.
We might just suck at this.
Is John upset? Is John 209 okay?
Yeah, possibly. Who knows?
What did he say about prostitutes?
Can I see the chat? Oh, I can see the chat.
Yeah, you should be able to see the chat.
Kinky.
Yes.
Casey said he'll be back in 40 minutes. He should have been back by now.
He's just taking D-Rest's fucking place now of throwing out concerts that he's been to. D-Rest out here saying I saw
John saw Circle Jerks in 1989. John, are you that old?
I think we've asked him that too.
No, we definitely asked D-Rest. D-Rest is 104 years old. We figured that out.
Yes, D-Rest is a vampire.
That's true.
He might be Blade. Who knows?
Could be Blade. That'd be great. Man, wouldn't that be great if
Blade was a fan of ours?
Yeah, that'd be great. Dude, how excited are we for the Mahershala Ali Blade? I am.
I'm very excited.
For the Blade reboot. What do you think, Tommy? Blade reboot?
Oh, I can't wait.
It's going to be great, man. Dude, it's the perfect guy. Mahershala Ali, he's a 2-time Oscar winner. He's a monster. The dude's a monster. He's a great actor.
Dude, I think fucking John just absolutely roasted all of us.
He does that a lot, man. And
there's just how slow I am to respond to comments. So it does happen.
Yeah,
but sometimes
it's Ray. Ray's the one that runs.
John, you were 51 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not that old. Not now, man.
Viagra
in our life.
I just want to know what I have to expect in my 50s. Like,
Tommy, at our rate, neither of us are going to make it there, man. At least we start doing some fucking power walking.
Yeah, I was about to say, how old are you now?
Me?
30.
Okay, so you got maybe 24 years left, I think. I think that's perfect. Tim's got at least a good 40 left. I think Tim's going to make it into his 70s and be surprised.
I'm going to be one of those people that just takes zero care of himself but somehow just survives everything.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be like the Iron Man.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
But Tommy, I just like fucking with you, so I win. Made you think twice. I don't know.
Ray does that when he pees. I've seen him do it.
John thinks hitting on me is going to get his dick hard. You're out of your mind, bud. I can't keep my own dick hard. What makes you think I'm going to keep yours?
He could have been talking about any of our big hairy faces. This is a big hairy face podcast.
Yeah, but I'm the one that asked you the problem with it.
Oh God,
sure.
That's a daddy bear if I've ever seen. That's 6 foot and 340.
That's the kind of people I want to expect in this podcast.
It's not healthy as fuck.
I haven't weighed in recently, but I'm pretty sure I've hit the threshold.
Have you?
I don't know. Probably. I'll check next. I was pretty darn close last time, and I'm pretty sure I've gained weight since I checked last. So I'll let you tomorrow. I'll weigh myself into my brother's. I'll let you know. I'm pretty sure I'm in the 300 zone. Tommy, you there yet?
Oh yeah.
You are. You there?
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I've never been there. And
need to get back down to like 220 is where I'd like to be.
You know what? My thing is, I'm not really worried about being fat. Isn't the problem? Like, just not being healthy is the problem. Like, I'm that point in my life where I'm like, I'm a fat dude. Listen, but me like 230 is a lot healthier than me right now. So I'm like, yeah, that's good. I'll still be fat, but that's solid. That's good.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be like, I don't ever want to be small, but.
Right, I got down to 170 at one point, man. You knew me then. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Yeah, you were a lot smaller when we first met.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was fat before then, so it wasn't just like the skinny guy got fat. I was fat, I lost weight, and gained it back because that happens.
Can I take a screenshot?
Yeah,
I get Control S, maybe. John's like giving us advice.
Oh, here we go. Read it for me. Right?
I'll give you guys some real advice though. Pay attention to your health in your 40s because that's what a lot of people acquire, life-altering medical problems. If you catch it right away, you're okay.
Well, I mean, I already have so my issues I already have severe sleep apnea. Granted, though, I'm actually going to an ENT on Monday because we're gonna do surgery.
Oh God! We getting airlift? What are we doing?
Well, I've got bone spurs and nasal polyps blocking my sinus passages. So I don't know what it's like to be able to. I've never been able to breathe through my nose.
Oh, I got you.
That explains a lot about like the tone of voice you have.
Imagine how much deeper my voice is about to get.
Oh, dude,
when it won't be nasally.
You're gonna be the perfect voiceover guy.
Like, hello, this is Tommy Eckel.
Tommy's gonna come out of surgery as Billy D. Williams.
Try Colt 45, motherfucker.
No, I just finished my at-home sleep study. I guarantee I have undiagnosed sleep apnea, so I'm gonna have to get me one of those machines because I wake up tired every day. I'm dead tired. This is one of the reasons I haven't been doing anything because I'm insanely.
It's a big baby right there.
Yeah, a big baby. Here you go. Some people
12 pounds, 13 ounces
coming out of John's mouth.
Yeah, I've never been able to really breathe properly. I think it's out of my left nostril. Like I think I've broken my nose a few times. Yeah, so
my left one's full of cocaine. So no,
that's good.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, come on. We know you stuff the wrapping in there. Come on.
I have, but I don't now. It's been years. I told you
I
said no to drugs a couple weeks ago. I said no to drugs recently. Yes, like
I got you high during. Okay, when did I get you high?
You were here last?
Was it during?
Yeah,
I was about to say, wasn't it during the fights? We got
it was afterwards.
Afterwards, okay. Yeah.
No, I do that when it's offered to me, but not. But
hope
harder stuff, not as much. I do. I wish I had somewhere now. I wish I had an edible. What's more fun than an edible and just watching television? Well, what is? I didn't see what that said. Right?
Sorry, I pressed it too quickly. I guess.
Yeah, that's probably that's what Tommy has, and that's why. He's getting the surgery. Chris Clem just had that done because Chris Clem lost a bunch of weight and he still has sleep apnea. So he just
he had a nose. He got something done with his nose, didn't he? I saw there's pictures of him on Facebook with bandages on his nose.
Yeah, the septum. They did his whole septum.
Yeah. I want to get that done.
I can
just get my whole septum redone.
Okay, but if I do this, I can really do it. So I think getting punched in the face kind of messed mine up a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Oh yeah. I think mine was from hockey and my old man, but sometimes a fist from a 6'6" guy will break your nose if you're under the age of 12.
Yeah, is it John punch you in the face?
What?
Nothing.
If my dad punched me in the face, sure, but
that's the norm. That's the norm, isn't it?
Yeah, he was tired of my bullshit. So
it should have been doing bullshit. Doing bullshit.
I actually did a joke one time when my dad just like beat my ass, and it got such a laugh. I knew everybody was like, okay.
Inside.
No, it was that thing where you're like, either everybody's had that same shit, or they're like, oh, we've seen that happen with our older brothers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad, I did a thing where I talked about my dad being a submarine pitcher with his fucking belt, just was able to sidearm and get like accurate as fuck out of it. Like he was fucking, yeah. He was like Pootie Tang. Like he could beat your ass with a belt in 2 seconds and you'd be like, oh, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Nobody's seen Pootie Tang, really?
No, I have. I've seen Pootie Tang. Ray, I was going to say, Ray, you need to come back down when you smoke weed and watch Pootie Tang.
I can't. It's an indica. I get excited.
Pootie Tang's great.
Pootie Tang's fucking awesome.
I didn't know until years later that Louis C.K. wrote and directed Pootie Tang.
Really? You didn't know that?
Well, not when I first saw it, no. But eventually.
Louis C.K. wrote and directed Pootie Tang?
Yes.
Yeah. He got locked. Yeah, he got locked out of his own movie by the like film execs. And there's this whole thing on O&A that he talked about Pootie Tang and how much of a process that was. It's like a really good listen. But like, yeah, they fucked him over on a lot in that movie, and
just a weird thought. And listen, like for the longest time, even like a bunch of like what you would call black comedies probably had white producers, but like just a white director and writer of what you think was a fantastic, hilarious black comedy.
Yeah,
but it's to this day it's still funny. Chris Kattan, man, listen, I still love Chris Kattan. He's funny.
I loved him as the man.
Want some cookies?
I loved him as the man in Undercover Brother. He was perfect in that role.
They made a.
John doesn't like you guys.
What does it say?
Oh yeah, it's the guy in the red. This is the exact quote. The guy with the red hat who's hiding homosexuality has 2 things about me, and I could not hear through his shitty nose talking.
God, and I couldn't understand through his lack of fucking grammatical understanding.
Yeah. This comes from the guy who just also said,
fucking cuck.
Listen, I'm on the side of our listeners at all times, Tommy. I'm sorry. We only have like 14 of them, so I got to get all their side. You know what?
The CPAP machine doesn't help because the way the CPAP forces your airway open isn't the reason my airway is closed. My airway is closed because I have bone spurs in there that are blocking it from ever opening. They literally have, I think it's like deviate my septum or fucking carve out my sinal passageways. How would you pronounce that?
Yeah, sinal.
Sinuses? Just your sinuses, right? Or rotor or something?
Pretty much got to like redirect the pipe. I want to get that.
That's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt like hell. But hopefully you'll be able to.
Yeah, supposedly it'll look like I got my nose broken for like a month.
Yeah. That's what Clem looks like. Clem had like his photos online with him with the bandages on his nose are like brutal, but you're like, oh, his nose is gonna look really good after like bandages get off.
Well, it's bigger. Like usually they just widen it, so you may have a bigger nose.
Some people get it slimmed. Some people like Judy Gold had a bit in her act about like she could
probably actually had a nose job though.
She did though. She admitted that she had a deviated septum, got her nose fixed, and could make like a party favor sound with her nose.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it would like it did sound like a kazoo. It was kind of funny. And she did on Comedy Central, so it's out there in the ether, and I can talk about it. So,
you ever see clips of comics on Comedy Central, like online, that just pop up on Facebook or whatever, and you watch them, and you're like, "Wow, this comic is not."
Yeah.
There's some. Listen, I think some of them are. They put a lot of newer, younger comics on there. They're just not. I don't know. Like they're just not ready to. I think to have that much exposure. And I'm like, "Wow, this comic. This is not." Listen, they may be funny later, but this is not a funny bit, like at all. I like John because I don't want people to think that they'll never be funny.
John saying that talking about my dad side arming a belt into my thigh is sad.
Ray,
no, it's
listen,
not sad.
Ray always deserved. You think Ray didn't deserve it? Ray always deserved it.
Do you know how I got that ass whooping? He caught me watching porn. He was like, "What the fuck are you watching?" I was like 11.
I don't think I'd hit my kid for that. I would laugh and then I was not talking to.
Oh, my dad got pissed.
Yeah, that's a bit of an overreaction to porn.
Well, my dad was an overreactor to begin with. Like my dad was one of those.
I got caught selling porn in 5th grade.
Nah.
You got to do what? Wait, what now?
We used to steal my buddy, his older brother's like Playboys and shit, and we cut the photos out and sell them individually at recess.
I bought pornography from someone before when I was a kid. I did. It wasn't Tommy, but it was like that. Which is hilarious to think now because this is so easy access. But it was like it's off his printer, and his printer like was out of ink or whatever.
The internet connection
had
didn't
the lines
go full.
through it. Yeah,
it was just like half two nipples.
And the transaction was like we were selling drugs. It was hilarious. Looking back, it's hilarious. These kids today
with their phones,
they won't know.
Your cousin's got apparently a story. So I sold a floppy disk full of porn. 3.5. That was like gigabytes.
Date yourself.
That was gigabytes of porn.
I absolutely positively believe that Mike Danko was like the kingpin of selling pornography. He would make a business out of it. I absolutely believe that. There's no part of me that thinks that's not true. I'm sure he was great at it.
That's hilarious.
That and selling baking soda to the freshmen in high school and saying it's cocaine. That's probably not something else. Probably pull off. Floppy disks. How much for a floppy disk in the day?
And yes, John,
you have to
find a I'm drunk. I can't read that much. I'm sorry. I can't read when I'm drunk. You son of a bitch.
He can't read when he's sober either, but he's always drunk.
This is true.
So he doesn't have to tell anybody that.
Some queso from Barrio.
Oh, I love Barrio.
Oh, my gosh, dude. I had a Barrio taco from the stand at the Indians game, and I just miss Barrio, man. Man, I live all the way down here in T County. We don't have any Barrio. We have a Chipotle, but we don't have any Barrio.
Well, we're getting a Barrio in Canton soon.
You serious?
he got
That's
excited.
I did, dude. I make trips to Melt in Canton just to go to. I do. I'll drive up to get Melt and come back.
I love your reaction because you look like a kid who got a bike on Christmas.
I know. Tommy, do you know where it's going to be? Is it going to be in Belden? Where's it going to be?
I'm looking right now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in Belden.
Nice. They deserve a Barrio down there, man. The Quaker steak there was always good. I used to
love to do Squire's show at a bar. I'd come up for that. It's an hour to have. That was a fun show.
That was where I think I first met you. It was at a Barrio show.
It's
maybe
possible.
Kent.
I mean,
I don't know.
Probably Kent's more likely, but I don't know. Or Funny Stop. Or online chat rooms. Who knows? Could have been anything.
We were looking for Blue Orchids.
Barrio's number one. It's a cool bar, but it's also has great food, and they had a great spot. They had that separate side room there, and it was a great show. Well, that's good. Casey's back. That's good.
Yay!
So, Casey, are you stranded on a mountain? What's happening?
He is. I guess he had like 6% on a battery and said he'd be back in 40 minutes.
Thomas,
and I believe him.
Casey is from Utah.
What's up, Mormon?
Yeah, no, he's not Mormon. He's
not
Mormons with Casey. I want to. You know what? Well, I say I want to go to Utah. The thing is, I want to go everywhere. That's one thing I haven't done enough in my life.
I think John wants to fuck
definitely
you.
Want to do. What's it say?
It says hitting them in the thigh is different than punching them in the face. I've had both. Little
Charlie horse action.
Oh, that's hilarious. I went to elementary school and high school with Tracy Lords' sister. That's fucking great. You guys know who Tracy Lords is?
Yeah. Yes.
She was in. I'll give you a movie you might know that she was in, which was Cry Baby by John Waters. She was the girlfriend.
I love Cry Baby. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was the girlfriend of Johnny Depp in that movie. She did porn when she was like underage and the mob was involved. There was a lot of weird shit with like that. And she actually testified against the mafia. But yeah,
she was in Blade. She was in Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she was in Zack and Miri. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. So much fun. Love those movies. Zack and Miri, especially because it's in Pittsburgh.
It's a good movie.
So. Fucking great. That shit scene.
I told you about like the first time I remember like pouring out an extra, being like, "What's going on with those extras back there?" What? And it happened to be Eric Krasen. Like, years later, I found out it was Eric. I'm like, who? I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, those extras about to get it back there in that scene. And then I found out it was Eric, and that was pretty funny. What are you doing, Tommy?
He's just being Tommy Eckel.
You can leave whenever you want. It's fine. Like it's finger gun on it. What haven't we talked about? We need to get on something else.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys talk about Christ while I was gone?
No.
Okay.
I'm agnostic, so
I thought you were atheist.
I've moved to agnostic. You know,
I don't. Our last conversation 20 minutes ago and now.
No, I don't say it's real, but if it does, I'd like to be wrong. You know, that would be an interesting way to just all of a sudden have an elevator show up and be like, "Yeah, you're getting in that. Press the down button."
That is an oversimplification of that.
It is.
Because you have to go see St. Peter, and St. Peter will be the one that makes that determination.
Well, still. Yeah.
Well, I watched the entire series of The Good Place, and that seems about accurate to me. Ted Danson. Sure.
Tiny dancing
man. Look at that hairline.
Was it moving back?
No, God, no. It's perfect.
Oh, no, you're right. It's good. So my fear, one of the reasons I grow my hair out is I'm just afraid of losing it. So I don't want to be like, oh, man, back in the day I could grow my hair, and I didn't.
Nobody saw that.
Yes, they did.
I didn't see it.
All 85,000 people that are watching this right now, because, you know, Tommy's a bringer.
He says he's a bringer. Did you not hear before? He sold out a theater at Chris Harvey, and it's probably all Tommy and not Chris Harvey at all. That's what he's saying.
Just keep.
How was that show?
People.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right.
It was.
What's the deal with Chris's hat, man? Are you letting him wear that hat? Like, who's letting him wear that hat? What?
Yo, Chris dresses himself. Chris is a big boy. Chris can dress himself.
Oh my God, he dresses like he's on the original Kings of Comedy tour. Like, what the fuck?
No, listen. Of all the people, I'm surprised of how well they've done. It's Chris Harvey because he was the.
Oh boy.
What's going on?
Your internet fucked up.
We all did that.
I don't know.
This is killing it, and I'm really happy for him. Anyway, that was basically what I was saying. But I think remember the first joke he ever said is like, "I don't like butt sex because it makes my butt hurt." I'm like, "Oh, this kid's killing it." But his voice, and he is killing it now. So
one of the first jokes I ever remember him doing was about fucking a meatball flying out of his room.
One of my first memories of Chris Harvey, we were at McCall's, and this was in Kent, and it was who hosted that show after it became the contest?
Wait, I don't know. I don't think I ever did that show.
AJ, he's in Kent.
AJ Georgie, he just moved.
Yeah, AJ Georgie. Yeah,
he's in California now.
He did a bucket spot thing or like a choose your own topic. And George Washington came out in Chris's hand, and he was like, "Who is George Washington?" He couldn't make the joke because he had no idea who it was.
George Washington.
Yes.
Is this somebody's uncle?
Yeah.
Oh, Christopher.
No, honestly, I think the favorite thing he's ever done. Number one, he coached the Funny Stop softball team the one year we did that. And that was hilarious because we were so bad. It was fun though. I mean, who was on that team? Well, a couple people only showed up once. Like John Bruton showed up once, struck out, and then left and never came back. Volchko was on the team. Dan Brown, Devin Connor, Sean Boyd was there at every game. Rod Ward was at every game. I was at every game. My brother was on the team. Comic wise, though, Tony Mazur's good at softball. He still plays with Sean Boyd, I think. Tony's good. Austin Robertson was on the team.
Fuck that guy.
Yusuf played a couple of times. Pete's son, Yusuf. Anyway, it was fun. We were garbage. We won one game, I think, but it was fun. But no, Chris Harvey's MMA fights were forever be my favorite thing about Chris Harvey.
Oh my God.
2 seconds.
To be fair, the two guys he fought were really tough. Like James Neff is like he lost a bunch of weight and he's fighting like light heavyweight now. He's tough. He's trained with my friends. Like James Neff's a really tough fight. So I mean, it doesn't surprise me he lost. And the other guy was built like a tank and no one else would take that fight. So good for Chris. But his two fights were like 1 minute altogether. My one fight was like 4.5 minutes. So the champion of the losers right here.
Yes, you are. Should be your next T-shirt. Champion of losers.
Yeah. Also, what's that guy's name? Oh, Angel Isaac had like 2 or 3 fights too, and I don't think he won any either. Or he won one, I think.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
I think we lost. Tommy's dead. Like I said, Tommy, you can leave whenever you want. What? He's still doing radio. Still doing radio. He does Chad Zumach's podcast all the time. So that's a thing. But yeah, he's still doing radio. I mean, he comes around.
What podcast does Chad Zumach have?
Chad
Cleveland,
Zumach's
take
podcast.
me back. Fuck you.
The sit down Zumach podcast. He had
Is that where he talks about he's fucking Cleveland's bipolar ex-girlfriend?
Sure.
I guess. I don't know.
I listen. I think Chad's funny. I like Chad. Chad's always been cool to me. So
I will say, Chad, I thank him for getting me in front of Florentine. Like, that's something that I'll never be able to repay for him. To like be able to perform so many times and get to know my a good guy in
you can pay Chad back pretty easy. Just give him your credit card number. These guys. Oh, no, listen.
Who's got jokes? Danko.
These guys are so funny. They make funny jokes all the time. It's funny because no one else other than us three gets that. Never mind.
Oh no, a lot of comics get that.
Anyone else. Allegedly, Chad Zumach was using other people's credit card numbers to buy himself followers on social media. Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly. It's not really out there. It's not true.
Allegedly. Anyway, he had Jamie Kennedy on the show recently. He was pretty cool. So we could probably get Jamie Kennedy.
Probably.
Sean Lynch knows him pretty well, so we could probably go through Sean to get him maybe if we wanted to. I don't know. I'm not going to.
That'd be kind of cool. I'll ask him. I got the balls too.
You know who we get? We get Tommy. Tommy's the first person we've had in a while because we haven't been doing very well.
Yeah, we haven't asked anybody to be on.
Really, you guys should have got trapped and then had me as a secret guest.
Well, now we know, and we will make that happen. It's a couple emails to some kid in Iowa who's trapped like web designer. Like, probably. I guarantee.
They live in Princeton, Ohio.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's like down by Cincinnati, right?
I personally still think that's the reason why they blocked me, is they realized I was also from Ohio.
I didn't know they were Ohio.
Yeah, neither did I. Oh,
they're originally from Ohio?
I don't know, but the tweets are geotagged Princeton, Ohio.
Listen, Headstrong is a good song. All right, I can't take that away from them. Okay,
just do that.
I like Picture. I like Still Frame. Still Frame's a good song. Gets me pumped.
Who's Going Home with You Tonight? That's a good song.
You're a big fan of Toto's Africa.
Every time
is a better song actually than Africa.
Weezer's cover is a better song than Toto's Africa. It's got Weird Al, sir.
Dude, you don't listen. the internet and the world, it kind of made, for whatever reason, gave Toto's Africa some weird life years later, which is strange.
I have no idea.
I don't know how that happened or why, but it is great. It is a great song. It really is a great song. But Hold the Line is my favorite Toto song.
I'm a big Kansas guy, so I will.
What does that have to do with Toto? Oh, I got you. Sorry. Took me a second.
Fuck yourself.
Took me a
Go
second.
fuck yourself, son.
Took me a second. I'm like, those are two different bands, right?
You were shitting on my joke.
Took me a
You
second.
piece of
So
shit.
listen, let's say it was a dumb joke. It's actually funnier that I did
Actually
that.
a good one.
This is
Come
this
on.
is funnier that I messed up and didn't catch it than you just doing the joke and us not laughing at it. This was funnier this way. I actually helped you. I'm like one of those dumb hecklers. I'm helping by heckling.
I'm helping you.
Just so you know, just in case anyone ever goes to a comedy show who's paying attention, you're never helping.
No.
Never, not once. Never.
And I hope it happens at Tommy Eckel's show. Just so I can have the video go viral of Tommy telling them to die.
Drew Miller's crowd work show. A crowd work show, there's not going to be any crowds, which should be really fun. It's just going to be basically a comics podcast, just doing inside jokes to each other. Like listen, if there's a crowd, it'd be fun. Listen, I'll do it because anyone says, hey, you don't have to write anything. I love that. Like someone's, hey, we're doing improv shows. I'm like, yes, fantastic. I love those. I don't have to write stuff. Awesome.
How is his show doing? How was the first one? Anyone go to it?
I don't know. No.
Yeah, I didn't go.
It was Thursday, right? It was yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't go. No. I'll go because I like the concept, but it's like, are people going to be there? Listen, they're doing it every Thursday, which number one, I think is way too often. So I feel like it will burn out pretty quick. I don't want it to. I don't want it to. I wish it success, obviously, but like I think it will burn out. I think maybe once a month would be the best way to do that.
That's why like Jokes on You is such a good fucking show. The crowd work show that John Bruton, Bill Squire, and Jimmy Graham now host at Hilarities. Like I went to one of their crowd work shows. It was fun. And to find out that's monthly, holy shit, that's a perfect way to do that, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Weekly is
yeah. Weekly's too fucking much. Like that's
that's a lot. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at something else. Anyway, I'm not gonna tell you what.
What are you laughing at, huh? I saw Tommy text you. You son of a bitch.
You look at your own screen, freaking like red state down here.
I do. I am Big Brother.
Anyway, what was I saying? I forget. I completely forgot. What were we talking about?
God damn it, Danko.
Help me out. What are we talking about? I honestly forget.
Crowd work shows.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, once a month would be good. Fun. You know what I used to love? Chili Chalice, may he rest in peace. That one hurt because I loved Chili. Chili was awesome, and he always said nice things to me, and it made me feel good because I knew who Chili was for a long time before I did the comedy. Anyway, he used to do improv shows at Funny Stuff, and those were so fun. We bring those back. Let's bring the pick topics out of a bucket. Those are fun. Like you do, I think you did like a couple minutes of your own shit, and then they started drawing shit for you. So you could warm up with your own stuff, and then they started drawing stuff, and that was fun. I love doing that. Let's bring that back. Because that, you know what, does it helps you write, man, because you can accidentally get something. You just record your shit and like, oh shit, there's something there. Never thought about this topic, but I can actually make a bit out of this, and I've done that before. So yeah, those are fun. The crowd work thing, it's cool if, like I said, if there's a crowd, but like, there's not a whole lot of people go there on Thursdays anyway, so what are you gonna do? I don't know.
Yeah, and
you don't want to scare people off. Like, make sure people are well aware that, like, oh yeah, hey, the whole show is us fucking, it's like being at Dick's Last Resort restaurant. Right, you come in to get picked on. So, not a lot of people like that. I don't even like that. I don't even want to do that. I mean, I'm not sensitive to it if I went, but I'm like, I don't go for that reason. Oh, Tommy's asleep. Like I said, man, you can leave whenever you want. It's no big deal.
No, I'm not asleep. I am gonna take off here in a minute.
Yeah, you can.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll let you take off and get some sleep because I got to sleep as well because I got to be up in the fucking morning. So that's always fun. But we appreciate you being on, man, for real. This has been a fun fucking podcast.
Buddy. I miss you guys. That's where I told Danko to post. I was like, fuck yeah, I want to be on there.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna.
fun.
You're the opening of the floodgates. I think we're gonna start having more people on, just so we can have comics on and not just talk about MMA a lot, because we talk about
Invite Drew
MMA
Miller.
so. But yeah, man, thank you very much, everybody. Follow Tommy Eckel at _Chubb_life on the Twitters and everything else you can find him on. Dig Danko is the sexy man next to me. I'm at Ray Hyclak. This has been the Bro Plata, and all of you are pretty for joining us tonight. And we will see you at the Kumite, motherfuckers.
Ray supports Westboro National Church.
True, he does.